Okay.
Monkey Nuts, how you doing,
All
folks?
right. Hello,
Monkey Nuts, how you doing?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to
It's been
today's
a while.
episode.
It's been a day.
The transition definitely is a lot smoother.
Yes, it is a lot smoother. My apologies for the delay on our start today. We were having some difficulties here and there, but we
I was taking a bit of a cat nap.
we are on.
No, bitch, you were taking a bear nap. You didn't wake up. You got narcolepsy.
He was in deep hibernation.
So
My phone was turned off. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
So we are going to start today welcoming our lovely Eldritch Cookie playing our newfound friend, Bogren L.A. Fonte.
Pogren!
Yellow.
Green.
Did you know he owns his own LA firm because he's an LA fan?
I'll
shut up now. Move on.
As Berg Greystoff, we have Azul, the glorious god of balance.
AKA the Riz Master.
Yeah. My bad.
As
I was
My bad.
morning voice.
As Grim, we have, as always, our wonderful Lemmy Lemonhead.
I'm getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. my fucking ass.
Hey, yo, what the
I
fuck?
couldn't think of a good opener. And also, I just was reminded of like the Lightning McQueen scene with Bert. I create feelings in other people that they themselves don't even understand. And that's truer for Bert than it is for anybody else.
Playing
Anyway,
the wonderful
it's President
Leopold
Sam
Marcus
Lucas.
Arcadian, we have Ivanator.
Hi-ho.
Hi-ho, Kermit. Froggy!
And as our glorious owl-like friend, Venti Hornfeather, we have
Owl-like.
Tamaz Alpha.
Greetings, one and all. Can't wait for another drug-free hallucination with you, bros.
Drug-free
How are you
hallucination.
owl-like? You are an owl.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a hoot.
Completely drug-free and a hooter of a time.
Hey, yo,
I killed
Hooters.
myself now, thanks.
Who?
Boobies! Anyway.
So, we do have a couple of announcements for today. For one, episode 4 of the Eldritch Funky Function is up and available on YouTube if any of y'all want to go check that out. It is a glorious,
speaking of
drug-filled hallucination.
We condone the use of drugs on this channel. Smoke them, snort them,
okay.
do what you can. Get them in you.
Okay, that is
Hold
the wrong
Hold
message
on.
we don't want to convey.
That is.
Remember, kids, always trust your friendly drug dealer.
Don't trust your
Taking
friends.
Drugs,
Levy,
don't do
we-
schools, and
Lemmy, I'm in charge
Don't
of
be
the
giving
Twitter
advice
bot.
like
I'm gonna be
that.
getting the crap here, not you. Please.
I don't give a fuck.
So that's gonna be happening. And I understand all of you Aeidros Expanded fans have been eagerly awaiting the arrival of that next episode. It's taking a lot longer than I would have liked, but I do have a meeting with the voice actress for Eleonora Swinehand this weekend, and we will be making sure that it is done. I may or may not put some form of, a threat on that. Not really, but
Threat. You better voice in my fucking production or I'll slit your goddamn throat. And you see, you know why it's taking so long? I got a perfect reason why. Because we put the files on Logan's phone, which he keeps silent, so we can't tell if there's anything on it.
we don't put the files.
So you want
on,
someone to blame him.
yeah.
We don't put the files on his phone.
Yes.
See, I'm just trying to start shit, and it's working.
So, and of course, we'd like
It's
to
just funny.
extend the greatest thank you out to our lovely friends Alexander Nakarada, Tabletop Audio, and vindsvept for allowing us to use their sounds by putting them into Creative Commons so that we can freely use them and, have you guys hear them in a higher quality production way. Again, not sponsored, although we wish we were.
We could be. And also, friend is a bit of a strong word because they're more like unwilling, unknowing compatriots.
I wish we were their friends.
I wish we were their friends.
We don't have any friends, Logan. You know that. Azul, you know that.
So.
You didn't hear anything.
I don't care.
And of course, we have donations up right below the stream if you guys want to go check that out. And, donate to the channel. All of it goes directly back into the channel for better equipment, possible merch items, and of course also maybe possible editors and stuff like that. That is always the hope.
A translation into English. Give us money.
Also, again,
Bruh.
Lemmy Lemonhead is so gracious as to say that if we reach 40 followers on Twitch, he will begin designing
40 on YouTube.
He will begin designing a T-shirt, and if we hit 50, he will proceed to create the shirts.
Make them. And also, I have one other announcement. I have two Fiverr gigs open right now. So if you would like to enlist my logo prowess or posters, and if you'd also like me to voice in your projects, you can do both of those things. I need money, and I'm I'm just about ready to steal it. So I'll just take yours, please.
But we don't condone stealing, and please let me don't
or
steal.
drug use.
We don't? We don't? What did I just say?
We don't condone stealing or drug use.
I condone both of those things. Fuck the government.
Anyways, let's move on to the actual episode.
So,
remember, kids, your government's lying.
Bad, though.
Let's hop right into this session of Aeidros. Where we left off.
Gives all the wrong messages.
Cleric, our wonderful warforged companion, left on a quest of self-discovery and hoping to bring his family closer. After this, the group decided to go on a bit of a shopping spree, going to several different shops, including one of my favorites of Hertrude's Herbalism. And Venti had an exploration of his own. He went to the place where a rumored street boss had been hiding. And when he met him, he killed him. With a few strange happenings during this altercation, he left and rejoined the group. Burke, during this time, had gone to the palace of the Pope of the Durnthon sector. Leandros Kenson.
G Daddy.
Leandros Kenson.
May he blow his smoke in peace.
Learned of several different grand popes of the past and proceeded to procure an artifact of great power. Mind you, you still don't know what it does.
Yeah, no, not really. Yeah, I just know it's it.
This shit's holy. We're going with that.
Doing something unholy.
Isn't it a reliquary of G Daddy?
Yes.
Where in addition he gained the ability to smoke sick blunts, as in the way of the G Daddy.
It just creates a cloud and then my stealth goes up or some shit.
No.
Back up with the rest of the party. You all waited for the moment that was allotted for you to meet with the Demon Lord of Pain.
the femur lord.
As you proceeded back to the warehouse where you had met him previously, you encountered a strange elephantine figure. Tall, gray, broken tusk with gold capping it. He was the one who allowed you inside, I will say, as he broke down the door, hearing it was vacant. After a bit of finagling and hiding, you kind of shoveled a bit of rubble on him and said, "Yeah, that's good enough." As right afterwards, a rip appeared, and the Demon Lord emerged and said, "Well, are you ready to negotiate?" As we begin.
Negotiating would mean terms that we have already set an agreed price. But we haven't even determined what we were doing.
You find for me the artifacts I require, and I make sure your family stays safe. Those were the terms we set in place, but obviously you've had some time to think. So what other promises do you want me to keep, and what do you have to offer that is even more?
My man already went through one deal with the devil. Why's he gotta go through another one?
But this time with a real...
Man, but the real motherfucking devil!
So I will say you also notice him looking around. Burke, if you would mark down a natural 20 for me.
Ah!
Oh my god!
That still doesn't
You
do anything
son of a-
to my 34 stealth, does it?
He does not notice you.
Wait, no,
or
what's
Cetus for
his-
that matter.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He sees my ass.
Yeah, he sees.
I got a 27, I thought.
He sees you.
Am I?
You
He
see
sees
me?
Bogren
shit.
immediately. He sees
Bogren,
Bogren
obviously.
immediately.
He doesn't even
Oh,
need
that one wasn't.
stealth check.
That one was obvious.
Bruh, stealth
Oh,
check
man.
ain't doing shit for Bogren.
Even
I'm
his
seasoned
natural his passive perception would see you, Bogren. Considering
Yeah.
you rolled a 16 on your on your stealth.
Yeah, he just.
Oof.
I mean,
And that was with help.
Yep.
What the fuck is he doing?
jeez.
Does he
That's
see
rough.
me? I rolled a 27.
Yes, he sees you.
You just hear Bogren from underneath
Balls,
the
man. A 20 plus. Ooh.
He saw this.
I see you brought friends with you.
You never specified alone.
It's true, I did not give that stipulation. But why do they hide? I
Quite
welcome
simple, we don't know.
all.
What is a story tell? What
This
a
is where I
story
speak.
month?
I'm gonna talk for this. Because we're not involved.
The
This is
Demon
your
Lord
deal.
gives a slight shrug and a nod. I will freely answer any questions you have for me. I am simply here to negotiate a deal. Anything other than that is just perhaps a thing of the time that I am here for.
Do you
I have
dye
not
your
spoken.
hair?
Pardon.
I mean, I'm just wondering, that kind of hair, do you choose that, or is that just something you have? Because it's either
You're
way,
going
it's
to get us
unfortunate.
Killed.
This is my natural color.
God damn, man! Don't go insulting a guy who can destroy you with
I
a
don't
thought!
give a fuck who he is. His hair is stupid.
We're dead. This is it. We're dead. This is how
Oh,
we're
Alright,
dead.
Kayama
I find you mortals quite intriguing.
Well, most of them are mortals. I'm not so
Shut
much
your dirty
about
whore mouth, woman! I can
He-
destroy you with a thought!
He looks back to Venti. But you, I find intriguing, even more so than your friends.
What makes me so important?
Sorry, I keep interrupting.
Honestly, it's what doesn't. For your entire life, you have been used as a pawn. And yet you still strive to be greater. You still try to climb up to the top. Much like your actions from today. He gives you a devilish, knowing look.
Real quick.
Who smells
Can
better?
I potentially... God damn it. God damn it.
Sorry. That's an inside joke. You don't need to know what that is.
But, can I, retcon something of myself slightly?
Yes, what do you want to retcon?
I wanted to at least tell someone, probably Venti, to ask, how did he keep the Pope on his side?
How he kept Derek on his side? Yes, I will allow you to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask one of those questions.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I can't exactly ask that because I kind of needed to stay hidden just in case he tries something. Not that we'll survive, but you know.
Eh. Not that he wants to kill us yet.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
You know full well. But I'll let you tell them on your own.
You see Grim kind of gives you a weird side eye, then looks back to the demon lord.
So anyways, I have another question. What made the previous Pope side with you to bring you out of a goddamn storybook?
Oh. That fool. He was so starved for attention and love. The gods he looked at with pride and glory all fought over him, not really caring about him himself. And then I reached out, a helping hand in the darkness. And after that, he fell to me. It was just a simple manner of showing some minor compassion.
Can I roll an insight check to see what I can read that he's not telling? Or if I can tell he's hiding something?
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight.
Okay, 19 plus 3 is going to be 22.
You can tell that he is withholding certain information, but it's not. He is withholding
nothing really
something.
that important.
He is definitely withholding something.
But I can't. He's definitely withholding something. It's up to me to determine if it's important or not.
Yes.
All right.
I got a question.
He looks back at you, Grim.
What exactly made you want to get out of that book in the first place? It's not like there's much here that a demon lord would want to roll over. As you said, we mortals are quite uninteresting.
The thing that made me want to come back was the fact that my mission was not complete.
And that is...
I wish to tear them from the sky. Those creatures that sit atop us, as if they're so much better, as if they are higher and mightier than us. I speak of the gods. They wish to look down upon all with contempt. There is no love in their hearts. No want to make us better. They just wish for us to crawl at their feet.
Well,
And I will bring them to their knees.
well, I can't say I fully disagree with you. They are at the very least incompetent. But why make everybody else suffer?
Because the gods' life is tied to their faith, their followers, isn't it?
If you remove their followers, you remove them.
Well, there are easier ways to make people not believe. I've seen it myself.
But what fun is the easy way?
And see, that right there is what separates you from the gods. Or at least you from us.
He gives you a large smile. His white, sharp fangs glinting in the moonlight from the window. You're a funny one, aren't you?
Not so much funny as I am cantankerous. The entire time I'm just giving him the deadest stare I can give him, showing no sign of, like, fear. Not fear, just, like, very disinterested.
Sort of a deadpan expression.
Yeah, kind of deadpan.
Leopold is just going to lean forward, not glaring at the demon lord, but just sort of burning a hole into the middle distance. I only have one question.
He
Are
locks
you working
eyes
that
with you.
immortal shit, Corbane?
Ah, Corbane. I have known him since before I was this. He motions at his body. He
I figured.
was a childhood friend of mine.
Answer me this question. What is Corbane? He's no human. No human lives that long.
There are... He could be a lich, I don't know.
But no lich would have any backing of the government. What is he?
Corbane is an entity that has built itself around rumor and legend. He himself is not an entity for which you can fully comprehend.
Rhyming.
Then dumb it down. If you have a full understanding of it.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Which one of us?
I'm talking to Venti. And
Okay.
Grim, if you would like to give him advantage, roll a d20 for me. If you get above a 10, I will allow your little off comment to give him advantage.
Okay, I will say that I have disadvantage on persuasion checks.
That's why it's not a persuasion check. It's a straight d20 roll.
Nope. Fell off my table. Fell off the table again. I gotta find a better place to roll my dice. We'll do here. Straight 10.
Okay. You are able to give him advantage. Venti, roll with advantage, please.
Okay, well, my first roll was 12. My second roll is going to be a 21.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. I got charm. I am not very persuasive. I can get you to bed, but I can't get you to like me.
Corbane was once human. A very joyous child, actually. But certain extenuating circumstances made him who he is today. He himself, much like the gods, built a following, but not out of love and appreciation like most of them. Out of fear and hatred. He himself
Funnily enough,
feeds
that's
on
not
it.
how I thought that sentence was going to end. I thought you were going to say has no compassion in his heart.
He did once,
Monster.
but has become
Once.
since cold. Truly, I think I am the only one he actually cares for. But even then, it's only
You
a
may
fleeting
find that
fancy of
sentiment
intrigue.
mistake.
It was only a
Why
fleeting
get us?
fancy.
Why get us involved in this petty war between you and the gods? It has nothing to do with us.
Oh, by any means it does. You see, you yourself, Venti, have no true allegiance to any of the gods. Neither does anyone in this room. And in fact, one of you feels the gods are superfluous.
As Bogren kind of, gets out from the rubble and goes, "What's superfluous?"
It means ridiculous.
It means overbearing.
Overrated.
As he just kind of goes back into the rubble.
He just straight up falls asleep.
You can
You
come
do hear him
out,
start to
Bogren. You're already discovered.
He just kind of he's already asleep. He's snoring.
God.
Oh, what am I gonna do with him?
Fuck if I know.
Your
Hey,
elephant
demon.
friend. Do you come out from behind your hiding place, Burke?
Kind of appear behind him, leaning against a wall. I've got a question for you.
Ah. Burke Greystaff. He
Since
looks
you're
at
offering
you.
this little Q&A,
Do you yourself...
what exactly are you?
Oh. What am I? I
assume
would
appearances can
say-
be slightly deceiving.
I would say, for all intents and purposes, I am human.
That's surprising.
I understand any confusion at that statement might open up other discussions.
So it makes more sense than I thought it would. The devil's mankind himself.
Yeah.
Never once has anyone thought I was part of mankind, not since I was young.
I mean, when you dress like that.
So I'm not the only one who thinks his hair is weird?
I find it weird too. I think we all find it weird. Grim.
It's a little off-putting, at least.
Trust me. By any means, my current appearance was not of my own volition.
Well, I mean, while we're doing this little Q&A session, I've also got another question. Know anything about the secretary?
What an odd inquiry.
I don't know, I just figured someone like you might have some knowledge on it.
Well, the Secretary himself, being a neutral entity, is actually necessary. He would be a creature I would not dream of attempting to fight.
Only because you wouldn't win.
Well, there is that. But also, The reason I would not win is because he is an entity that just simply happened. He was not created like the other gods. Well, I should say, like most of the other gods. He was there before anything else. He simply looks upon us, takes notes, and hands it to the archivist.
Another reason is his location. So even if you wanted to fight him, you really wouldn't be able to get to him.
It's difficult
Is
to
quite a distant way.
It is difficult to find his plane of existence because it itself does not stay in one place. It is hard to tune something to such a strange, non-stationary place.
I know it. The place you and most mortals don't. It's the place you and devils and gods alike don't even step in. I'm referring, of course, to the Nexus.
Immediately, his face goes deadpan and he looks directly at you. Do not utter of that place.
Ooh. Found something you're afraid of, then.
Not fear. Disgust.
Mm.
Do you want to know
Why
where
is-
I went instead of the punishment pits?
I'm assuming
My
the
soul
Nexus.
could not be fully judged by the secretary. And so instead of allowing me the reprieve of going to the punishment pits, he left me in that void. A never-ending abyss of knowledge, of darkness.
I know it well.
If you even know of it, it means that your transference was interrupted.
Correct. If you hadn't already told. Like I said before, I'm not exactly mortal anymore.
Ah, I see. You are but a simple stalker.
So you've heard of me.
I know of your kind very well. I've had a few of my own.
Does Venti feel anything when he hears the word stalker? Like, does anything, like, trigger stuff, or
No.
does he just... No?
You are, Venti, you kind of... I'm assuming you're kind of waiting for some sort of feeling to happen when you hear the word, but nothing happens. You are completely fine. You are A-okay. Nothing weird happens or anything.
Yet.
After that whole event, he's definitely more aware, more cautious. Yeah, it's like,
I know. So you've heard of us stalkers.
I've
Then you'll know
created a
what's-
few of you.
But you ain't ever seen one like me.
I will admit your existence is unusual. But you, Bert Greystaff, you have asked my favorite question to answer, so I thank you for that.
Glad I could be of service.
why should I help you?
A simple want to protect your family.
And what if I have my own means to save him and I don't seek the help of you?
If you have your own means of saving them, by all means, do so. But always watch your back. I, for one, am not a fan of being slighted. By any means.
Being slighted would mean there was already a deal to begin with.
More you did not take, my deal.
Then that's just pure threatening me.
I do not make idle threats. I simply describe one's future.
Or what you know of it.
That's what's beautiful about the future. It's never certain. But if you harm them, gods be damned, pains, pits, don't care. I will make you suffer.
By all means. So I'm assuming by your tone and your rather reluctance to help, you will not be taking my deal?
At the current moment, no. But I'm willing to keep it on the table.
He gives you a big smile. I will leave the door open for you. If you ever wish to take my deal, you simply have to say one word. Arthas. Which I will put in notes for you so that you can...
Thank you. Alright then.
If you say this one thing, I will answer any questions you might have of me. But more than that, I will be looking forward to any deal you might have. Anything you might want to bargain. And I do not take souls like the punishment pit fiends. They don't satisfy me anymore. I suppose for now, I will bid you farewell.
Hey, DL. One more question before you go.
He looks back at you, his red eyes gleaming.
You got a name?
I think he just gave it.
He smiles, snaps his fingers, and he's gone.
What a douche.
That was interesting, to say the least.
Now, on to more pressing matters. What do we do with him? I point to the fucking Borgon.
So we're addressing the elephant. We're gonna address the elephant in the room, I see.
Exactly. It's a pretty damn big elephant in the room to address. You like that one, huh?
Yes, I don't know why. It was very funny.
So, Bogren, isn't it?
He's full. I thought he was full asleep.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, he's full
I'm
of
shaking him. I'm shaking him. Hey, buddy.
Alright.
Bogren, hey.
Margaret.
Hey. Big guy. Fella. Friend.
What do you want?
Well, we're done with our stuff, so you're welcome to do what you need to do.
Rip out spines out of corpses or whatever you wanted to do.
I'm pretty sure they're all already ripped out.
Yeah.
Judging from the spine that's by my foot for the last 5 minutes, I haven't said anything about.
Yeah.
He kind of kicks it off to the side.
Yeah.
Ogren just kind of stands up, just kind of dusts himself off. Oh, go where you go.
See, that's a problem. We only have 3 horses.
And I don't even think you could ride a horse.
Not,
Not a normal one, anyway.
No.
you'd have to ride an elephant like yourself. And I
Or
don't want to
maybe-
see that.
Be on a carriage? We'd need to rent a carriage, wouldn't we? Just so we can sit?
Yeah,
I'll walk.
you'll walk, and you'll
I'll
think that you can
walk.
keep up with us.
He just starts
are pretty
walking
fast.
off.
Hey,
We're not even leaving
Uh,
tonight. I kid.
big guy, hey, fella. We haven't even decided where we're going yet.
Oh. Okay.
If you're gonna stay with us, kinda need to know where we're going.
Okay.
So,
He just kind of sits down.
okay.
But
So you guys want to go talk about this in the corner so we can address the elephant in the room?
why do you keep
Yeah.
saying that in front of him specifically?
Because he's an elephant,
He's an elephantine.
but he's still an elephant.
Whatever.
Actually, I'm Bogren.
Sure you are, bud.
You are Bogren. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, let's go talk about Eeyore. Let's go.
Yeah. Like group huddle in the corner.
It's just like, all right, so
We're not paying for another carriage, and we're not letting Leopold pay for it.
but we could use someone like him. He could be useful. I'm willing
You
to
see what he did
invest.
to the door?
Our goals seem to align. He seems to
Yeah.
not like the ghost bloods as much as you do.
Yeah, but if he finds out about one say on my back say, who's to say he's not gonna rip say out of my back say?
I mean, that's fair. So
Rip
we'll
pig
try to
bad?
keep that on the DL.
While you guys are huddled, he's just standing over you guys listening.
Well, so much for secrecy. Coming from a road
Hey.
that's somewhat embarrassing.
Hey, dude, I think I saw a peanut stand just about a mile that way.
That's
Well, I didn't
Where is
directly
it?
say it.
Sedis will walk out from the shadows. Grim, I think that might be a bit offensive.
Do I look like I care?
I
Says.
just said that.
Who's
Sorry.
offensive now, Sedis?
It's
Okay. Anyways, back on topic. We could weigh the pros and cons and see, or this is our opportunity. Hey, we were looking for an opportunity to replace cleric. It literally just fell on us. I said we take it.
Like
Yeah,
I said.
But who's gonna pay for him?
I mean, I'm assuming he has his own coin purse.
And if not, I'm willing to invest to help out. Like
I
I bought supplies.
Could be a
I
valuable
could
asset.
assist as well.
You don't
In
have to
what
do
way?
that.
Well, I mean,
Says
I'm just looking for a way to help you guys out, honestly. I mean,
Do you have a
Leandros
We're
didn't
trying to-
really tell me how to help you out. So if using some of the palace funds to help you guys out is okay, I mean, might as well.
May intrude?
Yeah.
yeah?
Where are we going?
Yeah,
Small.
where are you guys going?
Me and Leopold were going to take a week trip to a small little town on the outskirts of this town
Of
to potentially
of the
to
city?
investigate. Yeah, of the city, to investigate a potential location where my family is.
And Grim and I decided to tag along.
I didn't really decide to tag along. I have to stick with him.
Okay,
Why
I
do you
decided
have
to
to
tag
stick
along.
with me?
I'm contracted.
No,
to
he's
tag
pointing at
along.
Burke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being paid to be here. Metaphorically, I suppose.
I see. And Leopold, well, me and him have a mutual understanding of the situation, which is why he's willing to help.
Leopold just gives him a stalwart nod.
Yeah, you get used to that. He doesn't talk very much unless it's about tools.
I know. I've noticed.
Tools? What kind?
So let's not open that can of
Don't
worms.
get him
Bogger.
started.
Let's not open that can of worms.
You
Bogger.
see, I have
Don't
this
open-
crowbar.
Oh god damn.
I want to hear about his tools.
And you'll probably hear about it once we get on the road. If we're gonna
Do you
that,
enjoy carving?
Hey yo.
Yes,
I mean, carving tools. That's fair.
What kind of tools do you use for carving?
Let me see.
we're gonna be here all night. Let's just go.
Right. Cetus, you and me, let's go rent a carriage, okay?
Okay.
Oh, wood
Are we leaving tonight or in the morning?
I say we leave in the morning.
In the
Yeah.
Good.
shape
Because that's as long as it's gonna take for them to finish their fucking conversation.
Yeah. So while those two talk, we're just gonna go.
Yeah, as Leopold and
Hey,
Bogren are talking, the rest of the group with Cetus proceed to go rent a carriage using the Palace of Durnthen's funds that are given to Cetus.
So, like, are both Leopold and Bogrin still at the hideout where everyone is just like long gone?
I'd assume
We
that
booked
you
you guys
two,
are just deep in conversation with carving.
You two are
tools.
just fucking talking about carving tools.
I'd assume you two would move over to the anvil hearth at some point.
At
Yeah,
some
we'll
point.
be
Just
talking
on your
about
way
it
back,
later.
just talking
I've
about
got
carving. 5
Leopold.
a.m.
I like set him on my shoulder so he didn't have to walk.
Wow.
Yeah, we're on
No,
our
you
way.
sh-
We're just having a very in-depth conversation about
No,
all the
personally,
drawn
I like to
knives.
use a double-sided wrench for this type of craft.
It's like, and you know what's really fun? Bonsai wood.
So when you're building a house, I prefer to use a
It's
mallet
like-
when I'm
Just a
going
small
on
pine
the
tree,
roofing.
bruh.
I know, but it's fun. Because it's a
Yeah.
small pine tree.
It's
I like to carve
You know
out
what's really
this
fun to
specific
do?
wedge.
Doweling your
One.
carpentry pieces together instead of using screws,
Got
And then
beautiful color to it.
because
Also,
then you
it's
don't
also fun.
Another
lose the illusion of one.
piece.
you see, my favorite wood varnish is
Purple
oak, but of
heart.
course, like Maytag.
so as you
And
guys
balsa wood is quite nice as well. It's just like butter.
as you guys are looking for a place to rent a carriage, the majority of places in the Ibnon sector are closed right now.
Of course.
And none of the stables seem to have any attendance at them at the moment.
So, gotta be honest, I'm willing to just leave the money here, write a note, and grab the carriage and go.
Well, the Enders sector of the city should still have some stables and shops open by this hour.
Let's just get this over with.
Why don't we just go there in the beginning?
Why? Exactly.
As As
Said it, you could have said
leads
something.
you to the Enders sector of the city, you see that the street is still lit up. They have a bunch of like electric lights here and there, a few kerosene lamps and stuff like that. But the
Haven't seen
street
this many.
the street is lit up. What were you saying, Grim?
The shooter. I was gonna say in character. I haven't seen this many electric lights since I was last home.
It is very nostalgic for you, Grim.
You just hear a Mac 10 in the background.
Damn.
Everybody on the ground!
No.
That street's lit up, bro.
As Cetus is leading you down a street, you see 3 different stables. One that looks extremely fancy but is closed. Another that has a red-headed man in front of it. A lot of freckles on his face, going down to his shirt collar, and he's just standing there. And then you see one with an angry-looking dwarf sleeping in front of it.
Man, he's got RBF in his sleep.
He got I don't give a fuck energy while sleeping.
Damn.
So, which one do you recommend, Cetus? You've been here more than me.
And I
Well-
usually don't live here.
For one, the one that the nobles use, which it's a scam.
Yeah, I could
Well,
have
Well, considering the price of the fucking things, I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
It's extremely overpriced, and well, it's closed at night. So
I honestly think we're gonna get the best deal from the dwarf.
I mean, we can go to Old Man Kerbin if you want. He's kind of irritable at times, but
Any other options on that?
well, that man over there, his name's Anthony, pointing at the red-headed man. He's honestly got probably the second best livery in the, or sorry, not livery, fucking words, stable
Horsery?
in the entirety of Leados.
The Clip Clop Factory.
Alright, then let's go to him. Then.
Out of curiosity, what's the first?
My man's the second best ostler in the entire city.
Honsler.
It's definitely Mr. Kerbin.
That's the name of the profession. Ostler.
The Honslery.
Mr. Kerbin definitely
It's
has
called
the
a stable,
best
but the
deals.
name of the profession is ostler.
Makes sense.
It's I don't know why.
All right, so we head over to what's his name? Anthony.
Yep, Anthony is the red-headed man.
Anthony.
All right,
As
well, we
you-
head on over to Anthony then.
As you walk over to him, could I ask your?
Good evening,
could I ask the reason you came up to the stable?
Yeah,
We're here to throw a party. No, we're here to get a fucking horse, dude.
All right.
Dude, come on, don't be antagonizing.
It's 1 a.m.
Specifically a
talking
carriage.
You're
We need a
looking for
carriage. We got.
He
Yes.
kinda-
How much for?
Kind of stands to his full height. He's like 6'5", extremely muscular, and
Damn.
like he's a big dude. All right,
I'm regretting my
can,
word
Better
choice.
be.
I can certainly work out a carriage for you.
Yeah, we need it for about 8 days.
Ah, you're looking for a carriage for about 8 days. All right.
Yep.
Well, I got a decent looking one that I could possibly rent you for a bit.
Okay.
And then I have one that I'm currently repairing, so I can't rent it out.
Understandable. I have one unique question to ask. What's the weight limit? Because we got a pretty hefty package to deliver.
My friend, it could probably easily hold 3 horses on it.
What about an elephant?
I'll see what it can do.
Well, that's just specifically one bipedal elephant man.
Oh, it'd probably easily be able to hold Loxodon or Elephantine.
Fine then.
Perfect.
All right,
We'll
then.
take it. How much?
For renting it for about a week, I'd say at most 150 gold.
150 gold. Yeah, seems good.
Actually, kind of cheap. Holy crap!
Just like you
Quick
hear
aside.
Leopold, you just hear in the background, "This is what a better deal looks like, you asshole!"
No, I'm saying, quick aside. This is I'm trying to like out of character talk to DM. here.
Yes.
Would Leopold have been made known of the change of plan from horses to carriage?
I mean, you guys were
No.
talking about it.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
we
I
were
just
talking
assumed
about getting.
guys-
I wasn't
was
there
wrong.
yet, though. I was still with Bogren talking about
no.
duels.
No, we
They
were
were
talking
talking
about
he
it
came
a
up
lot
slower
longer.
than you.
guys.
I like the
Wait,
model
guys.
kit.
Okay, here, let me say. I got it. They were talking about
We were
it before
coming up
me and you
slower than
started
you
talking
guys.
about the duels.
Yeah, they were talking about it
They
before you
talked
two
about
were
it
talking about the tools.
before. Yeah.
Ah, never mind then.
So yes, you would know of it.
Okay then.
Yeah,
Well, I
we
mean,
got.
we can still probably use the horses to pull the carriage.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I'll just be.
Got the horses from the
Then-
the nutty place, and then the carriage from
From
this
the
place.
rip-off!
Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to round up the horses that I rented. Oh wait, it's closed already, isn't it?
Yeah, it's closed.
Mhm.
You have to
Don't
wait
bring
till
them back.
So we're
Don't bring it
leaving.
Don't bring it back.
In
Tomorrow.
the morning.
first
In
thing
the
in the
morning.
morning.
Bruh,
bring
if
it
I
back.
don't bring them back, then he keeps all the money.
Good. Let him.
You
do
do
it.
remember
The
what I
horses
said
don't get
about
hurt.
the collateral.
Right, but it's
I
not, it's
want
not like
that back.
It's not like you're gonna give them, or it's not like you're not gonna give them back. We're just gonna use them to pull the carriage and then go. You only got a few horses, and
Yeah.
considering how hefty Bogren is, I would assume not all of us would fit in the carriage anyways.
Yeah. So some of us are going to be riding on horses.
You realize there's a place in the carriage for two people to drive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm
on
just
top.
saying it's more the weight capacity that's the issue, not the space.
So
Yeah.
We'll
So,
build a camp
the-
somewhere.
Bogren's going to be in the whole back. Is going to take up the whole back of the carriage. That's already like discussed. There's going to be two people on the carriage, but there's still another two people. Let's say it was me and Burke on the carriage. Then there's going to be Leopold and Grimm on foot. So we still need two other horses,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can just have that extra horse help pull the carriage.
so
Yeah.
as
We never rented a horse from the guy. We just
Venti.
rented a carriage.
Venti, you rented a horse by yourself, right?
Not yet. That's why I'm. Are you even here yet?
okay, so wait, Bogren and Leopold, were you two following them?
Yes.
Okay.
We were going a little slower and chatting, but we were following
Yeah.
them. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay.
by now-
invented.
By now they pulled up.
So by now,
Okay.
as you guys are talking,
To
and
this
stuff,
street that's being lit up. I mean, this lit up street.
as
Get
you're
on the ground,
talking,
it's Chicago.
you see
Another one bites the
Anthony
dust.
like walk out, pulling the carriage himself.
God damn.
He's like, he's actually like moving it. Ugh.
My
There you
man looking
go.
like the world's strongest man competition over here.
There you go.
Damn it, I thought I had Riz.
Thank you.
Would not want to fight you in a slap contest.
And I couldn't help but overhearing that you're a horse short.
No, I don't think so.
No.
So Leopold
Well, we have three
rented
horses.
3 horses.
Yeah, and Venti got one for himself.
So then you
No, I
need.
did not
he
get
has
one yet.
not gotten one yet.
Yet. Okay. Okay.
I could throw in
Gotcha.
an extra horse for an extra 20 gold,
I think we're
Sounds fair.
fine.
complete with
Carriage.
saddle and bridle, along with
Well,
along
what type
with
of carriage
provisions
is it?
for
Is it a singular horse carriage or two?
It is a 2-horse carriage.
It's a 2-horse carriage. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So we have 3 horses total. So that would Gotcha. Yeah. So we probably would need another horse, I think.
Okay.
Considering what I'd expect the weight limit to be. Well,
And you say 50 gold?
An extra 20. 150 gold for the carriage and an extra 20 for the horse, including bit and bridle, saddlebag, and provisions for 8 days.
So that'll be a total of 170.
Yeah.
Would you do it for
Doesn't sound too-
165?
I could do it for 165 as long as you promise that the horse will be unharmed when you bring it back.
I can promise that. I have no intentions of hurting them.
Alright. And I have no qualms letting you
Sounds
get
like
this
a deal.
for 165. He'll shake your hand, and Cetus will provide 100 gold.
damn. He goes and shakes his hand with a "you son of a bitch" grip.
you just hear.
Son of a bitch, I'm
You
in.
just hear Venti's hollow bones crack.
I need that to fly. Ow.
So, as Anthony walks back into the stable, he brings out a white with black spackles all over it horse that is extremely muscular. This is a plow horse. This horse has
You did what to
seen
the horse?
some shit.
A plow horse. A worker horse.
It's a workhorse.
Horse
It's definitely a
what?
horse that can pull a carriage.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
It pulls farming
it's a
equipment
draft
for a
horse.
living. Yeah.
We'll draft King.
This is a Clydesdale.
Yeah, it's a big fucking horse.
I think
It's one of those
Grim
big
has probably
shaggy
seen
motherfuckers.
I think
Yeah.
Grim has probably seen horses like this before.
Yeah,
You got that.
You've
You
seen
got the kind of fur on its hooves that kind of goes down like weird 70s tassels.
bell bottom like
Oh, yeah.
fur, like fucking.
It's Whitney
Yes.
fur.
Yeah.
You got the hooves with the fur.
What the fuck?
With the fur.
God
All right. I hand out the 65 gold while
The
Cetus
whole
covers the
stable's
100.
looking at her knee.
God damn it.
She
Alright.
hit the block.
Sorry.
She hit the
This
block.
one
Next thing you know,
this
Shorty
one
can
here's
get
name
back
is
up
Carla, named after her mama.
Well, beautiful horse she is.
again. She's sturdy.
She is
Hey.
indeed.
Definitely seen a lot of work.
Her mama saw war, so she's
Oh,
from
yeah.
good stock.
Must have had a powerful rider.
Oh yeah, should have seen him in battle. I sure did. Quite a sight.
Anyways, we won't be needing this till early morning. Would you mind storing this until then?
I can store it for you, and I can store Carla
Perfect.
for you.
Perfect. We'll be back in a few hours. We need rest, and we're leaving early morning.
And we need to lock
Alright.
up the toolbox so they don't get into any more conversations about tools.
Lock up the toolbox in a toolbox.
I'll have my cousin awake for the early morning for you, so that he can have it ready.
All right.
I'll tell him it's already
All right,
paid
expect-
for and everything.
Expect it a little bit after dawn, just right when the sun is about to rise.
Absolutely, I'll probably still be up then too.
Perfect.
All right. Good
All right,
meeting you,
then.
fellows.
Business. It's good meeting you, Anthony.
Have a good night.
You as well.
All right, then I
God.
think we got the carriage stuff settled, so I think I'm done with what we need to do tonight. What about you fellas?
I don't know. I gotta go to bed.
So wait. What is happening with Carla here?
Carla, big horse.
Carla, big horse.
Carla Big Horse.
No. What is Carla doing?
Carla's being stored at the stables until
Yeah,
early
just-
morning.
No. I'm not talking about where Carla is. I'm talking about what is Carla doing.
She's going to be pulling the carriage.
Okay, because for a second in my D&D fevered brain, I honestly thought that Vogrin was gonna be riding Carla.
Oh,
I mean, the
I don't
horse
even
looks
think-
like he could probably
don't-
hold it.
I mean, I mean,
I was about to just light up in pure joy at the thought of that.
I mean, we could
I
attempt
wouldn't.
it, but I
We
wouldn't
could, but I
recommend it.
don't want to. I don't want to break the horse. We did
Plus,
make a promise.
I did promise not to
Be
bring
like
any damage
Fezzik.
to it.
the
I'm not
horse
trying
is
to-
as buff as Anthony, though. So
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not trying to break the horse's back. Okay.
It'd be like Fezzik and the Princess Bride riding that horse in the last scene.
Hey, Leopold, this is what a deal.
Four-eyed
We got
horses.
a deal, actually.
This
We
is
actually
called
went to-
actual good deals and proper negotiations.
This is called not nickel and diming.
So, I'm assuming you guys
This
go
is
back
called
to the
not
anvil hearth?
metagaming.
Yet. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm going to my room.
yeah,
So,
we'll head back to the anvil heart.
As you guys head back to the anvil hearth, Cetus is still following
Huh?
you.
I'm gonna sleep on the roof.
Nice.
Hey!
As you arrive at the anvil hearth and stuff, Cetus is gonna sit down and order a beer.
You're a little young for that.
He's 20. Or
I'm 23.
You don't look You don't look 23.
Well, thank you, but I am.
That's neither a compliment nor an excuse.
Yeah, Venti's just going straight to the roof and going to bed.
Down
Fair.
at the bar.
Down at the bar, you just bring your tools again. Now see, this is a whittle.
I'd like to order a round of white lightning.
In a wooden mug that I could tailor.
As
Wooden
you
mug.
look behind the counter, this very smiley old man looks at you and says, "Of course, haven't had an order like that in 15 years."
5 of them.
He's got a long, like, white beard that's tied around his waist, like 3 or 4 times. Absolutely.
Damn.
I'll get that for you right away. And even then, it's like hanging enough to where he has like full mobility of his head.
5 of them. Those all for you?
Yes.
Alright. Knock yourself out.
He begins
Maybe literally.
making these drinks for you like it's lightning. He is very practiced in mixology, and he is
Ka-chow.
moving.
Mixology? What is this millennial? Back in my day, it was just bartending.
He sets all
Give me
5
boomer.
drinks in front of you. How's that for you?
May I have a mug?
Absolutely. He grabs out a full-on pint mug and places it on the counter in front of you.
I grab all 5, dump all of them in, and drink the whole thing.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I think Grim was just hanging around just to see what would happen, but as soon as he sees that happen, he's just like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. I'm too young for
That's
this.
a
I'm too old for
13
this.
plus 7 for a dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, you
Nice!
chug it like it's nothing. But it hits. You feel warm like you've been hit by lightning.
I wonder that's why they call that.
And it makes you want to cough a little bit.
Partially illegal whiskey. Maybe that's why.
I also put a little bit of dwarven wine in there. Some of the good shit. Like some old stuff.
Oh, God.
Old for a dwarf is really old.
Yeah, things like 400 years old. Nearly as old as the Elbrin Imperium.
What the fuck?
As you're coughing, Leopold, it feels like the heat is rising
Woof.
And give me
That was
one
delicious.
second.
I just kind of lean back against the wall, just watching him cough and sputter.
You just see Grim, Burke. You just see like, if there's a mess,
I'd
I'm
have a
not
cup of
cleaning it
water.
up. Going to bed. He just goes to bed, fully. Just goes to his room. Fuck this, not dealing with it.
Flops on the ground.
He poses on the ground. No way. I just imagine Grim's just like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. He just starts no clipping up to his room.
You the type of motherfucker to no clip.
Leopold, you feel like for the next minute, you have to shout.
Can I get a cup of water?
As the heat spreads throughout your body.
Woo!
You can absolutely get a cup of water, Sonny.
Water!
He turns around, and
Blood is pounding in my ears.
God damn, Holmes.
that is shouting. That is shouting for him, honestly.
Goodness!
Nancy wakes up like, what
Deafening!
the
I almost can't even hear myself talk.
We can.
As he brings back a glass of water.
What?
No, you can hear everyone just fine. But you
Yeah, but Grim
feel
said
like
that
you
from
have to shout.
upstairs.
Oh, that's fair.
You can just see him like wiping down the side of his face, his sweat's beating there.
Here's water for you.
Ooh.
He sets it on
just
the counter,
He just
full-on pint of water.
grabs the water, starts chugging the pint.
Question, where did Bogren go? Did he just follow us to the inn, or?
I feel
Once
like-
he gets about 1/4 into the pint, he takes off his helmet, puts it down, pours about half of the pint over his face, and then continues chugging the rest of the pint.
Yeah, must have been a hell of a drink.
You tell me.
It was quite delectable! I would partake again!
Just like, goddamn, who keeps shouting? Fuck.
So you're really lucky because I rolled a 62 on the wild magic table, and that's just giving you shouting.
Oh shit!
You could have burst into
shit.
flames or something.
Oh lord!
You could have cast a 5th level magic missile.
From a fighter.
Bro, you
I could have turned into a potted plant.
You legit could have turned blue until a
Dabba
remove
dee
curse
dabba
spell
die.
was cast on you.
You could have just
Bro,
snuck
I
into
could have
blue
turned
pallets
into
like
a
it's
potted
nothing.
plant.
Yes, you could have turned into a potted.
You're not hearing me. I could have been Leoplant.
No, you've been a Leofold.
Leofern.
I would
bro,
have been Leofrond.
Leofold. Leofold Marcus Ard.
I would have been Leoferned.
Leofern.
Yeah.
Leopold Leofern Marcus.
Leopalm.
Leopalm.
Okay, before the roots dig too deep, let's move on.
Plant puns.
Leopalm Marshes. Anyways, you were saying.
Yes.
I was saying you were lucky because I rolled a 62.
Good lord.
You could have cast a fog
That could have
cloud
been
on
so.
yourself.
That could have been so worse.
Yep.
Well, a fog cloud is relatively harmless.
I know. I'm just saying. Well, if I had rolled a 72, you would have gained resistance to all damage for the next minute.
That's baller. I do know there's one that casts a fireball centered on you.
Yes.
So is Bogren in the inn with us?
Yes, he is in the Anvil Hearth with you.
And I absolutely hate that one.
but
Yeah,
it's
rolling a 7 or an 8. You cast the 3rd level fireball centered on yourself.
Centered?
Yep, centered on yourself.
Dude,
Turd?
that would bring me so close to death.
Man,
Not
you're
enough.
lucky you're only shouting. I've seen people explode.
Do you want to
Jesus!
Do you want to explode?
But
We can all hear you.
dangerous drink.
oh yes, quite. It's got some
So
fey wild magic essence in it.
I walk
Put that
over
in the
to.
drink.
Why would you put that in there?
It'd be-
Yeah, that is
Excuse me. I don't make the rules. I just make the drink people want.
You
No,
asked
I mean,
for-
like, seriously, that could kill people!
Oh
You
yes,
asked for a
very
5
much
lightning
so.
drink.
It kills a lot of people. And then someone else who drank it casts Revivify on them. Usually.
And then everything's normal again. And the
everything's
voice
normal.
is quiet.
And people cheer.
The voices get
I'm
singing loud
I'm
for all
so
to hear.
confused!
You should be. I'm clinically insane.
By this time, has the shouting worn off?
Yeah, your shouting has worn off a little bit.
He's now talking to him. He's like, okay. Oh. Oh.
I don't know what the big deal is.
Goodness.
He turns around and walks towards the back when suddenly you see the younger dwarf you saw the previous night. Grandpa, what are you doing here? Making drinks? Grandpa! Please tell me you didn't make your own white lightning. He ordered it.
Grandpa, you have dementia. You're not a bartender.
Grandpa, Grandpa, you killed 8 people with that drink, not 3 days
Good.
ago.
Good. And I'll do it again.
Well, they asked for it.
I was more right than I realized.
They asked for it.
Grandfather.
And on top of that, they were brought back by the
Within-
Pope.
Who
Grandfather,
told you
you were
not to be doing this
banned
shit?
from making drinks 3 days ago.
Do I look
Get
like
your
a person
arse
that gives a shit?
upstairs and sit in your rocking chair.
No, you can't make me. Just starts running.
Do I see anybody run at the bar?
Me always.
You can't catch me. I won't take those dementia pills. And he just jumps out the window.
No, if only my sister was here. If Agatha were here, she'd be able to make sure he didn't make any trouble.
The mention of Agatha, you just hear on the wind. 9 inches.
God damn it.
You almost even jumped.
So I'm assuming you guys go to bed after that ordeal of.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, I was asleep until Leopold started
Well, I was
yelling.
gonna ask Bogran if he had a room here or not.
Bogran does
Or if
not
he
have
just
a
plans
room
to
here.
stay here for tonight.
No, I do not.
Leopold
Gotcha.
is still just sitting at the bar,
I do not.
staring into the middle distance.
Can Betsy just slowly start making a nest on the roof?
Yes, I will allow you to begin making a nest. But you
So
know
I can just
what?
have my own free room.
Roll a survival check for me.
Do I know Venti's making a nest on the roof?
No, you do not.
Okay.
You do
I
not.
got a 16.
You're pretty easily able to find some large enough sticks and stuff to start making your own nest on the roof.
Perfect.
And
Just
I'll say,
like-
as you're making it, you start thinking of a time before your daughter was hatched. You remember making your your nest with your wife, before your house, before everything you had built together. You remember creating this tiny little circle with a small little egg with one little black dot on the top.
Nope, I'm not.
It was so small compared to any of the eggs you had ever seen before.
God damn.
Your child.
Horrible day for rain, isn't it?
In a tiny little shell. So delicate. And you recall the smile your wife gave you after you had finally, after 2 days of non-stop building, made for her nest.
Somebody say eggs.
The nest she would be brought into this world in.
It's horrible. It's a horrible night for rain.
Smells like I smell eggs. Who has eggs?
He's just tearing up as he's saying that. Just it's a horrible night for rain.
You just see Grim pop up for a second. Who said egg? I smell eggs. And then you just see him pop back down. That's a joke. That doesn't happen.
As you're thinking on this, you also think to yourself, tomorrow will be the day you're able to see them.
Nope.
Well, not tomorrow, but soon.
Soon.
Yeah. Tomorrow begins the journey.
Tomorrow begins the journey.
Mm-hmm.
For these...
And once he's done making the nest, he's going to bed.
Yeah. For these months, Venti, that you've been separated from your family, you're so excited to see them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming everyone is going to go to bed. Bagran, are you going to stay in the room of someone else for the night?
I think he's just gonna sleep outside.
Okay.
He can hang out with Venti.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you can
I wouldn't
bunk with one
Getting
of us
up
if you
is
want.
not the hard part. Getting down will be. I would say that I do have one last thing I want to try before I go to bed.
What do you want to do?
I want to check in with Atep. See if he even answers my calls. God damn it. Look,
make an Arcana check for me.
I just imagine I have a mug somewhere on me that I'm planning on giving him that says "worst manager ever."
God damn it.
He's like, the motherfucker. I haven't rolled anything yet.
Roll.
I'm trying.
No, you're not.
Roll.
I want a nut.
Hey yo.
I want a nut and roll.
So what's the roll?
I'm trying to roll. I gotta get my app open.
Anyways.
Shut up, you hoodoo bitch. Hold on, Arcana +5.
Okay. What'd you get? Okay. What'd you get, Grim?
3 + 5, 7.
You are unable to connect with Atep Hotep.
I just hear his message box. It's just like the caller you are trying to reach has not.
I'm sorry. This person's voicemail box is full.
Of course, it's full. Probably half of them are from me. I kind of just think about one thing I need to ask Venti at some point. Is that what's the beef? Do I know what the beef between the contractors and the Ghost Bloods is?
You do not know fully, no.
So I think that's just a question I'm gonna ask him tomorrow, or at some point in the next week or so. And I just kind of sit there for a sec, just looking at all the remembering all the electric lights, and looking at my flute one last time, and then just falling asleep on the floor.
Leopold, as you're going to bed, what do you do?
I'm not going to go upstairs. I'm going to sit at the bar. And I'm not going to sleep.
Are you staying up the whole night?
I'm gonna set the carving in front of me. And I'm gonna stay awake.
As you stay awake through the night, Leopold, if you could mark a point of exhaustion for me.
Okay.
Burke, as you go to bed, what are you doing?
I walk up to my bed and I turn into my specifically four-legged form.
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of hop up onto the bed and start kneading, and then turn, and then just do a little turn and lay down to sleep.
Making biscuits.
As you lay down to sleep,
I'm making biscuits.
Or as you turn into your four-legged form, you see the victim's last thoughts wrap up your leg, your front legs, as you begin making biscuits on your bed, and then give yourself one turn and then lay down and go to sleep.
And that's what I do.
As you fall asleep, Venti.
Yes.
In front of you there is darkness. Pure black. But you can see yourself. You can look at your hands, and it's like you're fully lit up. You're surrounded by light, but at the same time you can't see darkness anywhere. Well, you can see darkness everywhere.
So it's like I'm illuminated, but all I can see is dark.
Yes.
Okay.
All around you, pitch black.
Can I speak? Is there any voice coming out my mouth when I try to speak into this area?
Yes. What do you want to say, though?
I'm just gonna say, where am I?
Am I?
What is this?
Is this? A strange shadowy echo from behind your voice seems to be ever present, but at the same time nowhere.
Who's there?
As you ask this, a yellow light proceeds to silhouette you from behind. Food. I need more. As we are going to go on break.
It? Oh my gosh!
You can eat my entire dick. Just eat it. Just
Oh
lap it up, man.
We will be back in about 20 minutes for, just snacks and grabbing water, stuff like that.
Num-nums.
Yeah, so
we need
will
our
be back
num-num.
in a bit.
got a cat on my lap.
Nuggets!
Oh, of course we start as soon as my connection goes down to 0 for a second. Hello, ladies and gents, welcome back.
Nuggets!
So,
Just in case you didn't hear it before.
I will not be surprised if, for whatever reason, my connection decides to die. But we're back, off of break.
Have you tried cum nuggets?
Our dear friend Bogren, played by Cookie, he's not feeling well, so he will not be joining us for the rest of the episode. He will be following the crew, of course, and be there in spirit. All right. So where we left off. Here, let me change the music back real quick. Venti, as you look
Nuggets.
forward, the word "more food" still ringing in your ears. What do you do? You're still asleep, by the way.
I tried to go and attack it.
You tried to go and attack it?
Yeah, in the dream and all that stuff. I tried to go and attack it, yes.
As you turn around, you see this large yellow eye glowing, staring at you. And as you go to attack, roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
I got a 12.
As you try to lift your arm to attack, it just drops to your side. This fear entering your entire body as it stares at you. It's extremely unnerving. As you look upon it, it just says, "More food."
Get your stuff, you bastard!
That is not the deal. You
made no deal with you.
Feed me. I keep you alive. This is the agreement. All mortals enter with their night beasts.
What the hell? Go to the pits of pain for all I care.
I let you live. My sister tried to keep me, but I escaped. And I saved your life. I am satisfied for the next 5 days. But if you do not feed me again within that time, I will be angry. And you will know my wrath. I do not require...
Then I guess
I do not require sentient beings. Just creatures. That is all.
Good to know. Good to know. You're only getting rats. I hope you're aware.
I can subsist. as the darkness fades, the rising sun entering your vision, you feel calm. But at the same time, freak the fuck out.
No, I would say I'm just gonna wake up in fucking absolute petrified fear for a bit. Just kind of try to collect myself.
Mm-hmm. We are going to come over to Burke. Burke, you're running through the brush. Your face scratched, your arms... Well, one of your arms is almost detached from your body. You're being chased.
Yeah.
Come on, we got a contract on this thing! Let's kill it! Men running after you. You need to survive. They're almost upon you. What do you do?
I turn into my my four-legged form and just try to book it as fast as possible.
As you turn into your four-legged form, your arm mending a tiny bit to your body, you begin running as fast as you can with a lowered movement speed. They're still catching up to you. You feel a growling from deep beneath you. As you're running, you come upon a stone cliff. You're cornered. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
All right. That is a 19.
As these men are almost upon you, you turn around and a hunger bites at you. But you're able to resist it.
I kind of quickly shake my head.
These men have surrounded you.
Take it off.
It's alright, little kitty. We're just gonna gut you. You monster. Roll another wisdom save. Oh, shit. Yeah, I knew it would lose connection. Fucking... There we go. Reconnection. At least it said reconnection. There we go.
I can hear you.
Not the stream.
Nah, I was talking about the stream. It disconnected, then, it reconnected, so we should be good.
Okay. 14 on that wisdom saving throw.
As he calls you a monster, a flashback to your village. Your mother, the villagers, all of them looking at you like you're a monster. Fine. If they think you're a monster, you'll show them what it means to be one. As your form slowly grows, your arm fully mending back to your body, as your full were-tiger form begins to rise to its feet. And you black out. The smell of blood, iron. You look around. These three people dead at your feet. You're no longer in your were-tiger form. Their intestines, organs strewn about, their heads relieved from their bodies. The taste of iron still clinging to your tongue. Their hearts missing. As the sun slowly creeps into your room, your eyes flittering open.
I just love reliving repressed memories.
Grim.
Kind of just
Burke, you
scratch at my head, just contemplating everything. Okay. Better get up for the trip.
And I get up.
Grim.
Now you can move on to Grim.
As you look about you, the burning of Beldam, your body filled with a newfound power from the creature you have just made a contract with. As you look about, you hear your father laughing. His laugh ingrained in you, echoing in your ears from behind you. What do you do?
I try to ignore the laughing and try to figure out where I am in the room, or wherever I am.
You are where
My
your father's
head
study would
hurts.
be. Yes, your head is pounding. You are where your father's study once stood. As you look over, the 5 canisters in the secret room, all of them broken.
Just kind of stumbling around, holding my head.
Your head throbs,
Like,
and you feel the comforting presence of another within you.
I guess I look behind me.
As you look behind you, your father is standing up, a sword stabbed through his gut. So it worked. It actually worked. He looks over at you, his eyes glowing yellow. Black surrounding them. You're my favorite. You know that? Reaches down to his stomach and pulls the blade out. See, kid? It actually worked. My experiments. Everything I've worked to give you. It can all be yours now. He flips the blade around. All of this.
I
All this power, this presence. It's all ours now.
I try to take a minute to process, or a second to process what this is.
As you're taking the minute, you're staring at the ground. A piece of a broken mirror showing you what you look like. Your scars, your eyes glowing.
My face. What did they do to my face?
As your father turns to look at you, you see the lower left side of his face is gone, revealing his skull. It's alright, kid. As dark tendrils slowly extend from the wound and form into a piece of his face. You don't gotta worry none. Everything's just as I planned it.
Do I see John's body anywhere?
No, but you see where John's body was. A pile of blood. Thick
And he...
and recent.
He still got the sword outstretched to me?
He doesn't have it outstretched to you. But as Donovan's sunken face, the clockwork gears whirring in his left arm as it falls to the ground. And in its place, you see a black, grotesque visage of an arm slowly form. See, boy,
Plan.
it's all according to plan.
Plan. You planned this?
Who else would have? You see
John.
him put his hand to his chest as an arcane blue glow surrounds him, and whatever scars were left over that were still bleeding seem to close. Listen, boy.
What have you done?
When you figure it out, come find me. And he punches you with the guard of the sword, knocking you unconscious. As the sun slowly rises outside your window. You sleeping flat on the floor.
On the floor. I think for a brief moment you kind of see a set of horns appear on Grim's head as the anger kind of rushes back to him all at once. He kind of almost turns into a Wendigo for half a second before he realizes where he is.
And as you sit up, you see sitting on your bed Atep Hotep.
Motherfucker!
Well, that's kind of the thing I was expecting.
You don't turn up, you don't answer my calls for 3 fucking days, and then I wake up and you're on my fucking bed!
You don't use it anyway.
Not the point.
Look, kid.
What?
There's a lot going on. Namely, one of the main generals of the Ghostbloods have gone missing. A Kenku by the name of Achu.
Well, hippity-doo-dah fucking day. What's it matter to me?
The higher-ups, seeing as you're the closest contractor to it, want to hire you to take care of the rest of them. They're held up in a town outside of the city. 4 days, around 4 days, give or take.
Well, lucky for you, I was already going there. So it's not out of my way.
Perfect.
So wait, did you just show up to give me days-old information that I already knew?
I guess so.
So
Look,
not
kid.
only did you not answer my calls, you wasted my time.
Look, kid, there's been a lot going on.
Seriously,
No.
you're the worst manager ever.
Oh yeah, I pull the mug out. This is for you. It's a bit late, unlike you, so it should fit right in.
Thank you. I'll put it with my 8 others. Look, kid,
Great.
there's been a lot going on. The contractors' union is nearly
saying that?
collapsed.
How?
Well, when you learn one of your higher-ups is a corrupt piece of shit, it's hard to survive.
So, we got someone AWOL, gone rogue.
Not just anyone, the Elder.
More like turned rat.
So we got a rat.
So, Grim, when he says not just anyone, the Elder, you immediately go back to when you first joined and were sworn into the Contractors Union. The Elder is the head of the Contractors Union. He is the one...
He was the best of the...
Yes, he is the best of the best. He has slain dragons before. He is the best of them.
The GOAT.
Yes.
He's the GOAT.
He's the OG, too. He's the one who helped construct the Contractors Union.
He's the GOAT, and he's the OG.
That's what I'm talking
He's a
about.
real one.
That's why he's
He's
the
the
goat.
G-Daddy.
The goat.
So wait. The Elder. He turned traitor?
Not just traitor, he killed the entire council. So, us handlers have been trying to pick up the pieces and move on, but it's been hard. And just so you know, the Contractors Union Council was the best. They were the ones who were there because they were hailed for their strength.
Yeah.
We don't know how he did it or why, but he did.
So this has something to do with the Ghost Bloods?
We're still not sure on that one.
And what about Lestrade? Any word on him? He's still dead? I'm asking.
As far as we know, yes. None of our clerics have been able to resurrect him through true resurrection rituals or anything, so it's confusing. We don't know what's happened.
That means somebody's got his soul. And that means they got to it first.
Maybe somebody has a soul, maybe they don't. We're not sure.
I'll see. I'll look into it.
Thank you, Grim.
Don't thank me. It's my job. I better be getting paid for this one. As I walk out of the room.
Wait, before you go.
What now?
His little fiend body kind of stands up on the bed, and For the first time ever, you see him remove his hat. Because he's got like a little cowboy hat on. He removes his hat, sets it on the post of your bed, and he flies over to you. I don't know what's gonna happen, kid.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot's been going on, and, well... Look. Honestly, you're my favorite of the contractors we have. So, one, here's a bonus on the work you've been doing watching Burke. He hands you a pouch of gold, which you can count later if you so wish.
I'll just put it in my pocket.
But not only that. Your family worshipped Terralia, right?
Well, depends on what you consider worship, but they said they did at least.
You looked at her worship. Well,
Yeah, I've been there.
you remember the tales of her champion, Makulva?
Of course I do. Makulva, Lord of Beasts.
And you remember what your spine sword's named after, right?
Yeah? It's named after... Well, it's not... To be honest with you, I didn't see the connection until I named it, but I named it... I guess I named it after Makulva's sword.
Some information for you.
Blade.
He sets a piece of paper in your hand. That's all I can give you for now. I'll talk to you later. As he slowly
You bet. We better.
apparates in front of you.
I guess I read the paper. Or whatever's on it.
He who wishes to find Vertebreaker must first find themselves.
That he just gave me a fortune cookie and left? Alright. I just slowly put it in my pocket. I could have gone to a Chinese restaurant like 5 blocks from here and gotten something like that.
Really good.
Yeah, I walk out of my room. Vertebreaker. Although, I would say, to be honest, it's kind of more fun. It's more realistic that he kind of accidentally named it after that sword.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just kind of like, huh. He saw a pun and then didn't realize he named it after something else. So, he walks out of the room and just kind of ruminates on what he has experienced thus far.
As you sit down, Grim, you do feel a small little tugging from within. As there's less a voice, more a feeling that is projected into your mind of something is missing.
I'm assuming this is Maud talking to me.
Yes, this is Maud.
So
You're used to it by now.
yeah, she doesn't really talk so much as she does kind of vibe.
Yeah. She vibe checks you.
You heard it here first, folks. Maud does in fact vibe.
Vibe. I want fan art of that. Maud just vibing. Just my shadow sitting on a beanbag chair.
Just kind of bobbing their head.
Just kind of modding their head, baby. But he feels this and he just goes, so, what's up? Or in his mind. He confers with Maud.
I want to see Maud and Eldon on a t-shirt, vibing, like in front of a TV
Vibing.
on beanbags.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
I want to see them playing PlayStation 2 with like those shutter shades.
Yes, exactly.
As,
We need this.
Some chips and Mountain Dew on the floor.
Nah, with those drink hats so they don't have to use their hands.
Perfect.
With two
Like
things of
elite
eggs and Muffin Man
gamers, bro.
donuts.
Exactly.
With a
Hey.
plate of eggs and a box of Muffin Man donuts.
That'll be a shirt design we'll work on. Okay, move on.
So, as you're conferring with Maud, that over prominent feeling of something missing. If you want, you can make an insight check on Maud.
I can't. Alright, would I get advantage from Maud? Because I know her?
Yeah.
Alright. See, on this show, I look for advantage because I know my luck. Oh, shit, fuck. Ah! Sorry, okay, I got a +1 to insight. Don't need the advantage because I rolled a nat 20.
Woo! Mark it.
Man, roll it anyway. I want to see if there's two.
No, it was a 2.
Okay.
20 less than 20.
Wouldn't you mean
Actually,
18 less?
It would be
I don't-
18 less than 20. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
technically 19 because of your special thing. Anyways,
What?
as
I'm
you're
special, alright. Just look at this group of...
as you're essentially rolling an insight check on yourself, the memory of Venti dying in front of you, the tentacles emerging. She shows you a smaller piece that went on inside. Leave her.
Do I know what that piece is?
You do not. But as she shows you that, she also shows you an image of one of your brothers. And then a feeling of kind of melancholy almost.
So, which of my brothers?
I'd say probably John.
So, what can I take from what she's told me?
Something is missing. Most likely her brother.
Oh. Wait, you have a brother? I've had 2 of you in me this entire time?
You feel the feeling of the number 3.
Hey,
We'll talk
yo.
about this later.
Grim had
So you've been
triplets?
Technically,
Um,
I didn't have anything.
Burke, around this time, you would be going downstairs, and Leopold's already downstairs.
Right.
Mate, are you sure you're all right?
Leopold is just black.
The
Slide.
the bar hand is kind of like waving in front of Leopold's face.
Can't sleep.
He's just muttering. He's just muttering to himself. This is a Phillips screwdriver. This part.
This one's a spanner.
God damn it!
Can't sleep.
And it's actually very
Okay,
interesting because Sprocket
I'm trying to hear what he's saying.
Alright. I want a toolbox emoji.
Can't sleep.
Well, you know, you don't have to sleep, but you know, I've been waving in front of your face for like 10 minutes now. Is everything alright? I mean, I'm a bartender. I don't know shite about you. You can tell me anything, and I won't tell a fucking soul.
I see his face every night.
Corbanes, I ask as I kind of walk up next to him and sit on the bar, or sit on the bar stool.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough that he tortured me for months physically. It's not enough that he took my family. I can't get one night of peaceful sleep because I see that demon's face.
Scars like that are hard to suppress.
And the more I see him, the more I want to pry his eyes from his skull.
9 inches.
I see. That's something that is rough to think about. I don't really know how to deal with that one.
The guy's a bastard. If we run into him again, I'll definitely help you in that endeavor.
And me too.
It's taken me a while to deal with it myself. Let's say I had what you'd call a despondent period.
As you're having this conversation, Venti is suddenly beside you, and Grim, you immediately notice that there's that pull from Maud, kind of almost like a pointing,
Like a compass.
and then another flash of your brother.
So I see that it's coming. Brother. This is coming from Venti, I see.
Yeah, she's pointing towards Venti.
She's emotionally reaching out to Venti.
And Venti...
Well, I do have psychic abilities, but...
And Venti, you also feel a pull from Grim.
My mind
Make a
is telling me no. But my
This
body is telling me yeah.
God damn it.
I don't
This
want to
is
hurt
gay.
nobody.
Well, should be a boy band.
Okay, we can stop.
That I must confess.
Okay, I've been able to stop.
We can
You
stop.
four, shut up!
Everyone
So,
breaks into song at the bar just spontaneously for no reason.
so
I want
you,
an animation of that right
The
now.
bartender
This
just
reminds me of the
staring at
movie
him.
Without a Paddle.
so
Have any of you seen that movie?
it's not
Venti makes this...
it's not any sort of sexual attraction. It's a
Mama.
pull. Almost like there's something saying hello.
In the way.
I just make a quick glance towards,
Hello.
Grim.
Shut up!
I'm just gonna shove
Is it me?
Leopold.
Shut up!
Okay, just shut up.
You're making this gay! Not that being gay is wrong, it's just that we're not.
Just smack Leopold, just like a play smacking it, just like, shut up.
Leopold, are you still drunk?
Leopold isn't, but I'm just
So-
dying over here.
Jesus Christ.
So really quickly, Venti,
I'm
as
sorry.
you're
I'll stop.
as you're looking upon Grim, you feel almost like a film goes over your eyes. As I would like you to add into your features and traits the Stalker trait of Soul Search.
Oh my god. Features, traits, let me add this. So I'm slowly becoming a stalker, okay.
Every move you
Once
make.
per day,
To be honest with you, every time.
you can detect the
Every
sins
time.
of people you meet. It will tell you their primary alignment, whether it's chaotic, good, evil, or neutral. And you can also detect what titles they have emblazoned upon their soul.
Okay.
As you look upon...
I'm not gonna use it.
You don't have
Or is
to
it
at the
automatically
moment.
being here?
As you look
Is it being
upon...
automatically
It's
used?
being automatically activated. As you look
Okay.
upon Grim, you see one who has locked eyes with the abyss. Well, here, okay, let me write down the several titles he has.
Yeah, I've earned quite a few titles.
Many tittles.
Many titties. See, I'm not gay.
Did anyone think you were?
I
Gay?
didn't make the fucking comment, and now I can't get it out of my fucking head.
I wasn't making a comment. I was making a joke. Take a joke,
made a
bro.
comment.
Take a joke, damn it.
Oh no, bro. Anyways,
Joker. You can't kindle Joker. You know who's this gay.
Enough. Go
Your
ahead.
mother.
Alright. So just
Go ahead.
yes. Send them to me when I get them.
Can I hear what they are?
I'm gonna be posting them into notes
Sh-
for everyone.
Oh, okay.
For everyone to see. And then,
One of them better be G Daddy.
it's not.
Exactly.
No, that's for
Unfortunately, you are not worthy of such.
I am truly unworthy of that honor.
That honor is reserved for
Daddy.
only the highest of goblin popes.
And I do mean very high. Like, high as a
You feel me?
motherfucking
Like,
kite.
it has
as a kite.
Like
As the Empire
astronomical.
State.
Like
beyond
astronomical.
As the mighty Snoop.
From the Mariana Trench to surface level. That
Go
high.
no from the
Hey,
Mariana Trench
To
to
Everest.
Mount Everest.
Okay, yes.
So, the
That
From
high.
Everest to the moon.
So Grimm's titles are one that has locked eyes with the abyss, prodigal son, son of the hunt, and stalker of evil. And
The
Grim,
only
what
one
is your
Venti
primary
kind of
alignment?
mumbles.
I am...
Emo.
No. First of all, angsty, and second of all,
Angsty.
I am neutral good.
Okay, so his primary alignment is neutral.
The only
my
one
sins
that Venti kind of mumbles, probably enough for Grim to hear, would be prodigal son.
Don't worry about it. So, you can see my sins, can't you? Oh yeah. By the way, how many just for reference, can he see all of my sins?
No. So the way it works in the viewing of sins is the limbs that have caused you to sin.
The limbs that have caused me to sin?
So you know the Bible verse.
Goddamn, my
of-
right hand been sinning.
Yes.
so much.
If your right hand causes you to sin, cast it off.
Oh.
He can
Don't be
see
touching
which appendages you have used to commit grievances, and specifically ones you see as sin.
So that's my
Oh,
entire
so
doc-
if you go and moidle someone and you don't see that as a bad thing, then it's just like, ow.
Then it's
So,
not. Then it's nothing
so-
weighing down your conscience.
Y-
Your conscience.
So
I mean,
think
fair enough. So mass
his
murderers
entire
are the
body
ones who
must be
haven't
marked.
had any sin on their right hand or left. Or boot, depending if they curb stop someone.
Okay.
Only
Or
things
then
that,
he kind of looks at him.
yeah, only things that you yourself
Would
see
be,
as a sin, which weighs heavily on your soul, would be the things that would show up.
And what shows up?
Well, specifically, one on your mouth, your mind, and your hands.
Is he only seeing Grim?
You can see Grim.
Can I see the
If,
Can I see the others?
Yeah, can you
if
see
you
the
wish
others?
if you wish to look at Burke, I can't remember. Did I give Burke any titles? I can't remember. No. Oh yes, I did. Claws of the Hidden Tiger. Leopold is merciful friend and failed commander.
Ow.
And
What were my titles again?
your
I
title?
don't think we gave you.
He has a title, Forced Servant.
Oh yeah, forced servitude.
Yep. As you're looking at Burke, you see he is shining. There is a lot that weighs heavily on his soul, and he feels his entire body has caused it.
Are you okay, Burke? And he's kind of like covering his eyes.
Yeah, I'm fine. What do you ask?
Nothing, just a headache.
Burke, you would notice that one of his eyes looks like that of a stalker's. Only one.
And he's trying to cover it. He's trying to cover it though.
Yeah, so should I make like contested perception or something?
So
if he's trying to
make
cover
a
it, or?
sleight of hand to try and cover it, Venti, and then anyone who wants to can make a perception check against it.
All right, 13.
Sure, I've already seen it.
Yeah, well, Grim kind of
Grim can
already
see
knows.
Grim can see it.
Sleight of hand, you said?
Yes.
Well, Burke, add another d20.
Damn,
natural
okay, I
20
don't
to the
see
counter.
shit.
I saw nothing.
I saw nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely
So
nothing.
you do not
natural
notice
20
his
plus
eye.
6 is 26.
Okay.
No, I don't. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. I will say you still have the ability for today, but it was kind of an introduction to
So will my
a gift given to you.
Introduction to stalking.
Step 1, smell her hair.
Hey yo.
There it is.
Step 2, follow her.
Step 3, learn
Take
all
pictures.
her routes and job.
Step 4, kill her friends. You're her friend, her only friend. Make sure you're her only friend.
Make
Step
sure
5,
she's
get
aware
sent
of
to
it.
jail because that's where you belong.
Anyways.
Step 6, make
Move
her
on.
have her children. Anyway.
Wait, what the
Move
fuck?
on.
So
Okay,
so yeah.
just moving on.
Now that has happened, the day is yours. What are you guys doing?
I think I've got one major chore I have to do before we leave. But
Okay.
before that, I look at Venti and I'm just like, we need to talk later.
About to say the same thing.
Yes. First, I gotta go speak with Eidman, just to make sure of something.
I'd like to speak to him about something as well.
What are you gonna tell?
That's a secret.
All right then, be right back.
I'm gonna follow Grim because I need to go talk to Eidman as well about.
Well,
Big
we'll go
D.
together, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I'm just, I'm saying out of character. I want Betsy to go talk to Eidman about, Big Durban.
Yeah. As you guys walk outside, you see a small paper boy yelling, "Extra! Extra! Read all about it! All traitors who were involved in the slave trade auction and the attempt on the Pope have been captured and scheduled for execution. Included is Miss Eleonora Swinehand."
Oh, shit.
"Routes out of the city under a siege by bandits. When leaving, make sure to hire adventurers to assist you."
Luckily, we got that part covered.
Yeah.
And the last one is...
Anything? Does it say?
"Ender's guards have arrested the proprietor of a local stable. If you and or one of your companions had recently rented or purchased horses from this stable, please visit the guardhouse and retrieve your gold. You may keep the horses."
Smugly over at Eldon.
I'm going to look over towards Grim. I have a feeling we know where we're going to get our gold back.
I look smugly over at Eldon.
Shut up! You still made a stupid deal.
You got free horses, though. I mean, that's pretty good.
Well, now we have to keep. Well, yeah, but who's gonna take care of the horses?
Us?
Do we look like we have a stable, or are any of us stable enough to take care of a horse?
We could sell them to the other stable.
Oh, Grim, did you decide to count the... Grim, did you decide to count the pouch of gold that Atep Hotep gave you? Atep Hotep?
I'll say I do it. I'll say I do it as I walk to Eidman.
Okay. Within the pouch, there is 300 platinum.
Whoa! Shit!
And
Damn, son!
Jesus Christ!
Where'd you find this?
an extra 150 gold.
Jesus. Jeez Louise.
150 gold?
My man appreciates a job well done.
Lordy Lou. Oh, Lord. That's a lot of numbers to count up.
How many platinum?
There was 300
That's
platinum.
300 platinum, so that's 300. Oh shit, I thought you said 100.
No, 3.
Oh. So
300.
I went
No,
from
3,150 gold.
So I went from having 212
Got you,
gold,
big grin over here.
212 gold platinum pieces to 512.
Congratulations, Mr. Grimm. You are now one of the richest men in the country.
I've felt that before, and I'm not exactly sure how to feel about it now.
150.
I will...
Total. We're dividing it down into gold.
You'll say what?
As you reach the guardhouse of the Ibnan sector, you enter, and as soon as you walk in, you see Eidman. Standing in front of the door, seemingly about to leave. I was just about to find you.
I heard the news.
About your sister?
Indeed. Well, now I've got two things to ask you instead of the first thing.
Ask
First
away.
thing I wanted to ask. First thing I wanted to ask. The kid. Her son. You know where he's at?
He has been adopted by King Ebnon himself.
Okay. Well, how about, could you do me a favor and just keep an eye on him? I'd like to talk to him when I get back.
Absolutely.
Are we there with them?
I thought they went on
And the
their
second
own. You
thing-
guys could
No,
have gone
we
with
aren't.
him. You guys
I would
could
like
have
to at
gone
least
with them.
stealth behind them.
Okay. You may roll a stealth check.
But it doesn't really matter if they see me or not. I'll just, be following them anyways. So even if they do see me. But they might not. It's a 25.
I think that's
Do I
over
have to roll a perception check?
there. No, passive perception. Against your passive perception, sorry.
Well, I've got an 11 passive perception.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's clearly
Is
over.
it over Venti's? Yeah, okay, cool.
I have the
Yeah,
same
I'm
passive
just-
perception as you.
Yeah, I'm just stealthing behind. Kind of watching them.
Yeah, so if you can pass your passive, Burke, you can pass mine.
Gotcha.
So,
And the second thing I need to ask you,
yes.
my sister. Is there any way I'd be able to talk to her before she gets gets sent to the gallows?
I can manage that.
I don't know if I should do it today. But I'm also gonna be gone for a week.
I see.
And while I don't mind her being hung, I'd rather at least say something to her before she passes.
I can arrange for that. As he looks over to you, Venti, did you have any questions as well?
Yes. Do you have any siblings, Eidman?
Not for a long time.
I have information.
Well, other
about
than
a
my
certain-
sister, but other than my sister, I did have a brother.
Is his name Stuart?
It was, yes.
I have something I need to talk to you about, and a potential proposition to the king of Ebnon and Ikber.
My. The King of Aeidros and the Queen of Ikber.
Potential proposition. Yes,
Right,
the monarchs
Queen of
may
Ikber.
be.
Yes, Queen of Ikber. Yeah. Queen Iris Ikber, yeah.
Just a proposition for the monarchs, but mainly, I'll run it by you first.
Alright.
But, yeah, just needed to know. So,
I can see what I can do.
let's do that.
I will guide you to your sister.
Well, you want to follow Venti, or do you want to stay out here?
I'll follow.
As he leads you to a giant row of cells, all gated and closed. You see Grim, your sister, who you had talked to just the previous day.
Yeah.
She looks at you, her eyes seeming to have lost all fight in them. And what do you want?
I wanted to say goodbye.
To what? To what?
To you.
She rolls her eyes and looks away.
As much as I despise you, you're still family in some weird, warped way.
Can I reach out to her using my psychic whispers?
Yes, you could try reaching out to her using your psychic whispers. Absolutely.
Okay. I don't want to connect to Grim, just specifically her.
Right.
And just reach out through the mind. Do I need to roll anything, or do you think
No, it'll connect. It'll connect.
A quick connect. Okay. Do you want to live? And I'm looking her dead in the eye.
Well, I mean, she's turned away from you, but you know.
Yeah, I'm still looking at her, but I'm whispering in her mind. Do you wish to live?
You hear in the back of your mind, what are you proposing?
I'm putting together a group, preparing for a potential war, and I frankly want this country to survive it. It'd be in my best interest. You help me accomplish this, and I'll get you pardoned.
Her back straightens.
But you have to work.
Her back straightens a little, and you hear in your mind once more, I like the sound of that.
Do I see this going on?
You see her straighten her back.
You don't even hear it.
They're just exchanging glances and shit. It's like,
Nah, he's behind her. They're not even glancing at each other, bro. You don't even see eyes. She just straightens. That's all you see.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're just like, why is she straightening her back?
I will say though.
Oh, you're approaching me.
Grim, as you're looking upon your sister, you feel a slight twinge of sadness at the thought of her being hung. But it's not from you. As you're looking out from your chest, a head of black hair begins to emerge. A thin, frail form, forming a black dress around her, seemingly also made of hair. As slowly emerging from you is the thin, emaciated form of your sister Yolanda, or as you called her, Joey.
Does anybody else but me see this? Or is this something that only I can see?
You're standing behind Venti, and your sister is not looking at you. You don't know. And Eidman left you alone, so...
Joey?
Burke, did you leave them alone?
Well, no, I did not.
Okay, so you followed them?
I'm standing in the doorway.
There's a person's head coming out of his stomach.
Okay.
There is a person emerging from Grim right now.
I don't feel like he feels like it's coming out of his stomach.
No.
It feels
no, you don't.
Like he's having no...
For those who wish to see it on the stream and or VOD, this is what she looks like, and I will show everyone in the general chat as well what Joey looks like. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
So yeah, that's Joey.
Okay.
Yeah. So a very frail form.
Whoa.
Her dress seemingly made of her own hair. As she crawls from you and
the fucking ring is just happening in Grim's stomach.
And she looks
It's a mix
up.
of Ring and Bayonetta over here.
She looks up and crawls fully out of your chest. A string of dark hair attaching her to your chest. As she walks up to the cage and puts her hands on it and just says, "Sister." As immediately Eleonora stiffens. And all what little color she had left in her eyes, or in her face, drains as she looks back. Joey?
Grim is flabbergasted. What the... Wait, you see her? You see... You... Venti, do you see this?
Venti, you see a person attached to Grim via strands of dark hair. Venti?
You can tell that Grim is kind of legitimate. Grim is legit freaked out.
That's fair. That is completely fair. But as you're...
Anyone?
I'm trying to see if Venti's still alive.
Yo, Venti, you there, bro?
Venti? Alpha.
Yeah,
Okay, there you are.
Ventimus Prime.
I'm here. Yeah,
Okay.
my mic was acting up.
Okay.
name
I
is
feel it.
Optimus Prime.
But yeah, Venti, you
All right,
see...
so
you see this woman essentially essentially just appear out of nowhere and walk up to the cage and just start saying "sister."
are you okay, Grim?
You see, Venti, you've never seen, like, Grim doesn't emote very often, but you can tell that there is a look of just pure, like, he is freaking out a little bit. This is not normal for him.
Her hand passes through the bar and she slowly walks into the cell. Walks over to your sister and gives her a hug.
But,
Hey, yo.
why AO to that?
Sister. As her
Venti,
body
you
slowly
see that?
begins to, almost like being pulled by
Yeah, I
a
see
thread,
it.
slowly unravel back into Grim's body.
Joey, wait.
Is that
you
person
see-
called Joey?
He's giving you 1,000-yard stare right now.
Hey, buddy.
What? What? Did you? What?
Yeah, I saw that. Talk about that later. But right now, let's focus on your sister.
Eldon, what trick are you trying to pull here?
I can't. I don't even really look at her. I'm just kind of like, I have a very flabbergasted look on my face. Even though you can't see my face, you can tell it's flabbergasted. The buffoon is flummoxed.
What did you do?
I don't know. I don't know if I did anything.
After that, Grim, you feel extremely drained. Almost like you've just run like 1,000 miles. Feels like fatigue just overtakes you.
Does Venti notice this in case he like collapses? I want him to be able to catch him.
I kind of fall to my knees, I think.
Yeah, I want to be able to like make sure he's supported, and, like catch him, make sure he's not like falling.
You gain a point of exhaustion.
I don't know how to put that on the site.
You can just mark it in your notes
Just
or
keep
something.
it in mind.
It's just a -1 to all checks, isn't it?
Yes, for mine, it is just a -1 to all checks.
Speaking of checks, can I make a just kind of insight check on it? Can I like make a group insight, or just like kind of just seeing what I can infer from everyone's reactions?
Yes, you can make a group. You can make an insight on what their reactions were. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So that is
allergies are not on my side today.
19.
They're all extremely confused.
Exhaustion.
Eleonora is scared.
Mortified.
She looks over at Venti and just says, "I will do anything you ask."
Oh, she says that out loud.
Yeah, she says it out loud.
Okay.
I look at her, I nod, and I'm gonna just be like, I'm gonna look towards Grim. Are you good to stand up?
I don't.
He
He kind of shakily rises to his.
You're probably good to stand up, yeah. You're just exhausted.
Also, with that insight, would I have known or like glimpsed or seen any of what Venti was doing with his mind fuckery? Like any tells that I could see if he was communicating with her some way?
If you had asked to insight before all of this, yes, you would have
Earlier?
been able to.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, if you had asked earlier.
But I do not know now. All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough.
You see, Venti, one detail I think you see is that his eyes are not yellow right now. They're normal. They are a very normal color. They are a bluish silver right now.
Is that you, Eldon?
He stands up very shakily, dusts himself off, still in a 1,000-yard stare, and just kind of turns around and walks out. Not saying a word to anybody.
Alright. I guess Venti will make his way towards Eidman and
Eldon, as you walk out, I'm assuming it wasn't a very good chat.
I put my hand on his mouth, just do the shush motion, just like, no, and then just walk away.
All right.
Ironically, I stalk after Grim.
I think right now Grim's just trying to catch his breath.
Leopold,
as a tiger, you stalking something makes perfect sense.
Leopold, are you on your way to the Ender's guardhouse right now?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Venti, you're going to talk with Eidman, yes?
Yep.
Alright.
Plus, I want to see if I can find that stable hand.
Listen, I got an odd request. I gotta see it, and I need to ask how much sway and how much time can you delay her execution? I'll pay you a hefty sum. No questions asked.
I will not accept.
Are you okay with
bribe.
that? Trust me when I say this. This has something to do with the plan I have, and it will lead to the redemption.
Can ask me to delay her execution. That is fine. I will not accept being bribed.
If you wanted to bribe, If you wanted a
Just 'cause
bribe, I'm
Ivan's a real
willing.
one.
If you don't want a bribe, I won't pay you. I'm willing to do what it takes to delay her execution. It's
I'll
that
see what
simple.
I can do.
Excellent.
How long would you need me to delay?
I need to talk to the... At least another 4 hours. I need to talk to the king as soon as I can.
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. And also, Big Durden is no longer in control. He's out of the picture.
His face grows kind of melancholy, but at the same time extremely stern, and just gives you a nod. And then proceeds to walk away.
He was going to topple. Yep. Venti doesn't say anything. He just proceeds to get ready to present himself for the king.
So are you going to the King of Ibnan then?
Yeah, I do. Because I need to have a proposition for him, and this could potentially make the promise I made towards Grimm's sister a reality.
Okay. Leopold, as you're...
Yes, sir.
You're nearing the Ender's Guardhouse by now, and as you enter, you see they are bustling right now. They have stable hands. They have like a bunch of secretaries. Like, all of these people are arrested, and you do see a familiar halfling figure. I just did what I was told. I was just following orders to make money. What do you do? Leopold?
What does the situation look like?
A lot of the secretaries have been thrown in irons and behind bars. Most of the stable hands are being questioned. And there is one person who looks a lot more important than the others, being questioned by the guardsmen.
Look familiar?
He does not look familiar, actually, no.
Oh, so he's not the one I talked to.
No, he is not. You do see the secretary that you talked to who, gave you the quote-unquote deal on your rented horses. As you walk in, one of the guards at the front desk is like, hello there. Is there something I can help you with?
I pull out my receipt.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Oh. And you went for
Yeah.
it? I mean...
Well, over half of it's collateral, so I'll be getting it back on the way back anyway.
I mean... Sure. Yeah. Let me get your gold.
Damn.
And to be fair, I knew it was a scam and I planned on reporting it anyway.
The buffoon is flummoxed.
Alright.
He didn't know it was a scam. He got nickeled and dimed.
Alright.
Oh, he figured it out. He just went with it for some reason.
He figured it out after he got scammed.
So, she will walk back, and again, you do see the halfling stable hand, who you helped out of a tough spot, being questioned by the guardsmen.
I walk over to him. Actually, I walk over to the guardsman questioning him. And
Look.
I offer a hand.
As you're walking up to him, look, you're not in trouble. Your employer is. Alright? Hello there. May I ask
Hello.
who you are? He takes your hand and shakes it.
My name is Leopold. I was a purchaser from these miscreants.
If you want your gold, go to the front desk and
I
I'll help
can
you get
vouch for his... Oh, I know. I was going to vouch for his moral fortitude.
Thank you on that. Look, I've known this man for a very long time. I know that he would never do anything like this. He's been going through a rough patch recently, so I understand when you need to do something for your family, you got to do it. So he himself is not in any trouble. We're just helping figure things out.
I can also give testimony as to some of the methods they used.
Well, if you're willing to share, go ahead and sit down. You do realize that the halfling man is not clapped in irons. He is simply just very penitent.
Yeah.
He looks up, smiles at you. Thank you again, sir, for helping me again.
Oh, don't mention it.
I owe you another one, I guess.
Helping those who need it is part of what I do.
He gives you a big ol' smile. And you and he proceed to relay some of the things that they did.
I get the feeling he'd have a lot more knowledge about that than I would.
Yeah.
I would only have some of the things I experienced.
Yeah. You give your statement first, and then he gives his statement, and it's a lot of detail.
Damn.
They made sure to put the pins underneath the saddles so that the horses would be in pain constantly and very irritable and more likely to run off. They would not replace the horseshoes for months and months and months on end, so as to make the horse actually walking uncomfortable.
Well, that's rude.
They would overcharge by a ton, which you knew that. By just so much. And they would actually also kill some of their clients' horses for a little extra something by selling their meat.
Ugh.
Yikes.
And
That's so fucked up.
on top of that,
Horses
organs
are such loving animals, too.
Horse organs can be used in arcane spells and concoctions, and so there's also that.
Bro, that's messed up.
Bro, that fucked up.
Bro, why you gonna go do me like that?
Bro.
But yeah, so he goes into a lot of detail. And
Leopold is just sitting there, just slack-jawed, hearing all of this just...
And as you look at the guardsman, he simply raises his head from his notepad and just says, "Did you partake in the killing of clients' horses?" "No, sir. I would never." then you're free to go. As the halfling smiles, fucking OBS, why you gotta be a bitch? Why is my shit a bitch right now, man? Arg.
Probably because I'm here.
Well, I mean, considering it dropped off as soon as you joined, yeah. No, I'm joking. I don't understand what's going on.
I'm feeling a bit better. I took
There you go.
something to help.
All right, we're
So
back.
you want to come back?
We're back.
And I'm here too.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Bogrin is back. Yay.
Pogrin!
Totally pog.
I like the tail
Hog.
end. Probably roughly around when we end.
Jimmy here. Anyways,
So yeah, so you're slack-jawed listening to the who's echoing?
I'm not.
Hello. Okay.
Ah.
I think it's gone now. I think it's gone now. Anyways, so as you're listening to it, he and the guard clears him to go. The stable hand will stand up and lift up his palm and point at the scar on his hand to remind you of the oath you took to give him a bit of the cash that you made back from the security deposit. As the lady from the front desk comes back and starts looking around, notices you, and walks towards you. Here's your gold, sir. I hope you find everything all right, and have a lovely rest of your day.
did she hand it to me in a bag or?
It's in a bag.
Okay.
It's in variations of platinum and gold.
Okay.
There's about 100
I
platinum.
count out 10 platinum.
You count out 10 platinum.
And hand it to our lovely halfling here.
Takes it and starts tearing up and gives you a big ol' hug. Sir, if you need anything horse related, do not hesitate to find me. I'm gonna go work for Anthony.
Well, when we come back, we may have need of some place to sell some.
As you say. He puts the 10 platinum in a coin
And
purse.
may better times find you.
He puts the 10 platinum in a coin purse, nods at you again, and rushes off. Thanks for coming in and helping him out. The guardsman from behind you will stand up and reach out his hand to give you a handshake again.
Nice firm grip. Everyone deserves a second chance.
Gives you a nod. Grim, what are you doing? With Burke stalking you.
I'm having an existential crisis.
I'm lurking and I'm stalking what you least expect.
So you're having an existential crisis.
Hippity hoppity, he's coming for that booty.
No.
Wait, what the fuck?
He is just kind of like trying to catch his breath, kind of hyperventilating. He's a little dizzy.
I don't know if I can glean this with an insight check, but can I check to see if he wants help? If that means, like, from any, like, demeanor, like, kind of looking for people or reaching out or, like, any sort of...
Make an
Glean
insight.
anything from that?
Make an insight.
See if I can... Specifically looking for that. Let's see. That is a 16.
Grim, what's your body language like?
Yeah, do you seem like you want comfort or help?
He looks like he doesn't know what he wants at the moment. He looks like he's about to fall over.
Gotcha.
He looks like he's he looks like he's having flashbacks to Vietnam at the moment.
Okay.
He is not doing good, and in fact, I think he just kind of collapses on the ground for a second.
Okay, where are we?
You're
At the moment.
not 10 minutes away from the guardhouse.
Just kind of in the street?
Yeah. Well, I mean, probably closer to an alleyway, but yeah.
An alleyway.
I'm kind of having a panic attack. I'm having flashbacks. The dream did not help.
Not at all.
I'm having a wartime flashback, just
Okay.
seeing things.
So with that, I kind of pop up out of nowhere and try to console him, basically. Just kind of like I kind of slowly walk in. Hey,
He does.
all right? And
He doesn't.
I kind of rub his back, see if he responds at all.
He doesn't register you're there.
Okay. I'll just keep doing. Like, is there like a? Can I roll a check to try and calm him or anything? Or like
Roll a medicine check
medicine. All right.
to try and see if you can find with your monastic training, see if you can find a pressure point to relieve a sort of this sort of stress.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. That is my brain.
What's it? What
17.
Got
Got
there.
there.
This is a number.
Sorry, 17.
You are able to find it within just a couple of seconds. You're all like, okay, we go down this line and there. And as soon as he pokes it, immediately Grim, you just feel just all the tension in your body just release.
He kind of
He just
stays
one
on
inch
the floor.
punches you in the spine, and you immediately turn into a limp noodle.
What'd you do to me?
You
he
also
just
feel the
kinda-
fatigue kind of lessen a little bit.
He just kind of is just lying there catching his breath. He is calmer, but that does not change how distracted he is right now.
That's fair.
Joey.
Just take deep breaths. Into the nose, out through the mouth.
He kind of sits up a little bit against the wall or something. Takes his hat off shakily. I have no idea what just happened.
Yeah, I haven't got really the foggiest myself. Sorry, but I was watching you guys.
I had a feeling. I don't know what happened. I saw my sister. He kind of shakily tries to stand back on his feet. Wobbles a little bit, but does manage to stand back up. We need to get back to the inn. I need to sit down.
Yeah, alright. And I kind of see if he needs any help to, like, walk there or anything at all.
I'm fine.
Alright.
And I sort of stumble my way back to the Anvil Inn.
The
Anvil Hearth Inn.
Okay. Okay. Venti.
Can I roll another insight check on myself?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, I need to make sense of what just happened to me.
Okay.
And would Maud be giving me advantage?
At this point, no. In fact, you can't feel her presence.
Right now.
Hey, yo, quick question, just aside.
Hmm?
Is Maud technically his undead sister?
We don't know.
No. I would say no, but it's a 5 + 1, 6.
You have no idea what just happened. You don't know what's going on inside. You can't feel Maud's vibe or anything. You are confused.
Where's the vibes, man? Where's the vibe?
Maud has in fact not passed the vibe check.
Maud
No, I
has
haven't
left
passed.
the building.
Maud has left the Discord call.
Maud has left the chat.
Disappeared like a fart in the wind.
Ooh, fart in the wind.
Just a Mario 64 teleportation sound.
Anyway, I think
All you hear is
I just
Gone.
keep trying to I'm trying to keep my focus because I think he's having like scattered memories and flashbacks and like if you've ever seen the League of Legends like TV show, the fucking what's it called?
You mean Arcane?
Arcane.
The scene
Have
where
you seen
Powder's
Arcane?
like remembering things and having flashbacks and stuff.
Or like the scratchy sort of like artistic like
Or kind of losing the mind.
Yeah.
Jinx losing the mind kind of thing.
Instead, it's less of him losing his mind and his mind sort of starting to he's starting to have a bunch of memories flash at him all at once.
Right.
And that's just all he can focus on as he walks home or to the anvil hearth.
Okay. Venti. After
I'm gonna
about
stick by his side and make sure it doesn't crash into anything.
yeah. After about an hour, you would reach the palace of Ibnon. Immediately, the guards aren't super receptive to your arrival, but one of them go in and tell the king that you're there and allow you through the gate and into the audience chamber. As you enter
Just walk through.
as you enter the chamber, you see sitting on his throne, fucking shit. I always.
Fucking.
You see Eric Ibnon, king of Ibnon, sitting on his throne, looking down at you. So why did you come to me, Venti Hornfeather?
First, before I even speak, Venti first makes a proper bow towards the king, showing a sign of respect.
He
And then
waves
he
his
says,
hand.
My liege, I come to you with a proposition to potentially stop what I believe is an oncoming war that will target the collaboration front from two major countries.
And what do
I
you say
wish
these
to
are?
stop this. My home country, the Empire, or at least parts of the Empire, are seeking to make alliances with the Imperium, and I have reasons to believe the Imperium has its sights on their collaboration front.
I am well aware of the Elbern Imperium's ideals of grandeur. I myself was tortured by Corbain Deneris.
Then you know very well the extent of what they'll do to get what they want.
Yes.
I seek to go on a witch hunt for their spies.
And by their spies, you mean these ghost bloods, correct?
They're part of it, at least those who deserve it. But I wish to also take those criminals, those once members of to our cause.
The king looks down a little bit.
In a way, I seek to rebuild it, but from the ashes, something greater will come of it. Though we no longer call the Ghost Bloods. It's too isolated. Something that at least gives hope to the people that they can at least rely on it to give change.
And what would you suggest?
The Obsidian Council.
Yeah.
As you say this word, a sharp intake of breath from the king as he stands up from his throne. I will talk with the other rulers. Come with me. As he begins to walk with Venti outside of the throne room, we will come. We'll go back to Leopold.
We will come.
After you're
Not
done
come, we will come.
grabbing your horses and preparing and stuff like that, after you're done grabbing your gold and coming back to the... Do you go back to the Anvil Hearth? Leopold?
Yes, sir.
After collecting your gold and fulfilling your promise, are you going to go back to the Anvil Hearth?
Of course.
Okay. As you come back to the Anvil Hearth, Burke and Grim are sitting there with Bogrin, who entered the establishment after he woke up. They're sitting there, and you notice Venti is not there. What do you do? What do all of you do?
I'm honestly just... I've got a glass of water, just kind of shakily putting it to my lips.
I'll just sort of sit back against the wall waiting. He'll show up eventually.
Okay. Do all of you just kind of wait?
And I'll just...
I suppose so.
Okay.
There's not really much we can do right now.
I am going to order myself... Because I've got all my money back.
Yes.
Well, not all of it.
No, not another
Most
one
of
of those fucking drinks.
No. Hell no. I'm going to order myself a roast chicken. A whole roast chicken.
Chicken.
Including the eggs?
Side
for
of
Grim?
potatoes.
Huh?
I said
No.
including the eggs.
He can
for
order
Grim.
his own eggs.
That's fair.
I'm going to order a whole roast chicken, a side of rosemary potatoes. Beautiful.
So while they're eating, or while he's eating, I guess, Venti, as the king of Ebnon, leads you into a room behind his throne, he walks up to a podium and presses a magical rune on it, as both you and he are pulled forward, it feels like, and shunted into a small room with 4 chairs. He looks at you with an extremely stern expression on his face. If you tell anyone of this room, you will be executed. Turns around.
What room?
He turns around and then you see Iris Ikber appear. And you see Leandros Kenson appear. And then you see King Indron Enders appear.
The council has met.
As Eric Ebnon walks forward, he pulls out his chair and sits in it. Brothers and sister, This one has a proposition to root out the spies we have been having so much trouble with. And I urge we go with it. As they discuss, it takes them maybe half an hour or so to reach a consensus that they all seem is good enough. Essentially what it is you can choose, they will, I assume you interjected with who you want to bring into this, and they agree that they will allow you to take Eleanora Swinehand.
So the main things I wanted was, there were a few, I wanted to go through prisons, those who have backgrounds in espionage, who are prisoners, offering them a job. And I'm also pointing out, I'm also looking for Eleanora to work for me as well. I want a complete pardon for all of them. But the pardon will end if they betray the council, the Obsidian Council. I will give orders. If they betray, all the previous crimes will fall back on them, and any executions is justifiable at that point. So long as they work for me, they're pardoned.
They confer.
Understandable?
They confer once more and agree to allow you to take 2 prisoners out of each prison. And they must be greenlit by the monarchs and the Pope.
That's understandable.
As Leandros,
because they are prisoners after all.
Yeah. As Leandros will look at you, Venti, and say,
I wouldn't want you running away with a mass murderer.
"Are you not leaving today?"
That's the thing. I will be back to pick them up. I'll be leaving Eleanora in charge of setting up operations. I want her help by today. I already have notes set up for her instructions. All I need is someone to deliver it. I say have it set us do it, or admin. I don't really care. But while I'm gone, she'll be in charge. And once I'm back, she'll be at my second hand.
The King of Ebnon will look at you. "I hope you know. She's being executed for slave trade."
I hope you know. A person who's desperate is willing to do whatever it takes to preserve their life.
I will allow it. Iris will look at you and say, "I will allow it." Then Indra, Indran, will look at you. "I will allow it." Leandros will just nod.
Excellent. I'll begin operations the moment I return from my personal escapade.
They each give you a
Escapade,
nod.
escapade.
They each give you a
That's
nod.
how he pronounces it.
And the King of Ebnon will stand up, walk back to the podium, motion for you to stand next to him, and then leave the council chamber. As you arrive back in the palace, we will give Eidman these orders. He will direct Eleanora. Until you return, farewell.
Yeah. And the location I'm sending Eleonora is at Big Durvan's old base location. She'll be in
Okay.
charge of the urchins until I get back.
Okay.
God damn, he's got the slaver in charge of the child mafia!
That's not a good idea. That's not a good.
Oh
I
my
really hope
God.
you believe
Oh, yeah.
that that's not a good
It's all
thing.
coming together.
Oh, yeah. It's all
Oh
coming
yeah.
together. It's all coming together.
Yeah,
As
my sister's alive. That's not great.
And she's working for Venti.
I'm assuming
That's
you
also not
you will leave and return to your group
Yeah, I'm heading straight to the
Anvil Hearth.
Hearth Inn.
All right. Also, Leopold, I'm assuming you probably picked up the horse and carriage from Anthony's while you were over there, because that would just be smart.
That would be smart if he did that.
Leopold?
This is your one big ticket.
Still rolling.
Leon.
Leopold?
Yeah.
Leopold?
Leaf.
Sorry, my mic was bugging out.
You're good. I'm assuming you went to Anthony's. I'm assuming you went to Anthony's to
Yes.
pick up the horse and carriage before you left. So,
Yes.
the thing about Carla
I'm
is she
picking up
is
the-
strong enough to drag the cart by herself, with you on it.
Eh. But she's gonna need some help.
Yeah, if she's
You're talking about
carrying
being in the cart.
Bogren, she's gonna need some help.
Well, luckily we
I'm
got
a
3
heavy
other
boy.
horses.
I weigh roughly 1,000 pounds.
That's not good.
I'm a big boy. I eat good.
So, as Venti returns,
I'm just gonna add a little aside. I'm gonna sell back 2 of the saddles to.
you're gonna sell it to Anthony.
Yes.
All right.
Sell 2 of the saddles because we're not gonna be using them.
He will give you 5 gold for
Actually,
each
no,
saddle.
1 of them.
Okay, he will give you 5 gold for the
Oh,
saddle.
that works good for me.
All right. Get 5 gold for the saddle. But yeah, as you're brought to the as Venti returns to the Anvil Hearth, are you guys gonna get ready?
I think so, but I think Grim wants to meet the horses first. Like,
Alright.
get them all in line, get acquainted with the horses if we're gonna be with them a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, they're outside the Anvil Hearth at this point.
I'm just trying to get that fucking thing out of my head. And I'm just thinking horses.
That's fair.
That's all I got.
Sorry for my late arrival, guys. I had business with Eidman I needed to discuss.
You're right.
Yep,
What do they
Like-
feed these guys?
they fed them well.
Can I roll a nature check to see how well, like, the nature of these horses? Because I did work on a ranch for a little while, so would I know a little bit about, like, how to take care of animals?
Yeah.
Is Bogger in there as well?
Yes, Bogren is there as well.
Can I also do a nature check?
Yes, you may. Yeah, roll nature checks, guys.
Alright, I'm not gonna say I have advantage, because I probably don't.
Pull up
Well,
my
technically,
tour sheet.
if he's doing one, would one of us, if one of us gave them the help action, would they get it?
Oh yeah, that's right. Can I give Grim the help action instead?
Well, okay, first, who has the better nature
Nature.
check? I have a +2 to nature.
I also have a +2 to nature,
So it
Okay,
doesn't
so
matter.
it doesn't really matter.
so it doesn't really matter. So I'll just be helping out Grim.
Alright, rolling. Martin,
Mm-hmm.
hold on, I gotta take a picture of this real quick.
Did you just roll another natural 20?
Wait,
No, I rolled something even worse.
A nat 1?
I rolled something. Just wait. I will send it directly into the general chat of Aeidros.
also, never mind. I'll talk about it later.
I'm honestly
There you go.
confused.
Oh,
I rolled
That's
two
the
nat
equivalent of
ones.
Snake
No.
Eyes. Shit.
Oh,
How in the hell?
no.
two nat. Can
Oh.
I? Is it okay if I just go ahead and do it?
No.
then?
Will
No,
Wheaton
no.
is standing behind you in
No?
spectral
No,
form.
that's how it works.
These-
The dice give and the dice taketh. In this case, they just taketh.
Oh,
No, no,
You
no,
know
for real.
nothing.
Will Wheaton is standing behind you in astral form, cackling maniacally, holding the spectral form of your good luck by the throat over a chasm of fire.
As
That's
you
an
look,
image.
yeah.
as you look at these horses, man, these are the best fucking looking horses you've ever seen, man. They look real fucking good.
God damn it.
Can I roll an?
So
nature
I
check?
Nope.
Can I roll one?
Yes, Burke, I will allow
'Cause
you
I
to
wasn't-
roll
I wasn't
nature
doing
check.
that. Okay, so I would yeah, I'm gonna walk up to them and they're like ranting and raving about how great the horses are or whatever.
Yeah, they look.
These fucking
I-
horses are awesome!
Could I roll animal handling?
Can I also do the help action and the nature check again with
No.
Burke?
No,
Damn it!
you
Fancy's
already.
not even doing anything. He don't know.
You already
Anything
fucked up
about
my
that.
roll!
Alright, what did you get, Burke?
I didn't. You did that yourself.
I got a
No, your help is
fucking-
cursed.
No,
What
it's
is
not.
it?
His help's actually been pretty good up till now.
I only got a 7.
The horses look like they've been
These
well
horses are
taken
great.
care of.
Hmm.
Leopold, you were making an animal handling check.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll.
Do I have to make an
Can
animal
I
handling
can I
check?
get anything like smell
It's,
from them? Or
Well,
like any of my
16
other
seconds.
senses,
Two.
like a beast sense?
So 18.
yes.
Alright. The horses are very receptive to you. In fact, the ones from the place that scammed you seem extremely thankful with their body language.
Well, yeah. Took the fucking pins out of them.
I just give them all good scratches and a few brushes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know who's in charge of the horses.
Okay.
So...
Adjust
are
the
we-
straps on their bridles and all the
So-
saddles.
I will say the only other horse that will be able to help to pick up or to move the wagon would be the black one with red eyes.
Black one
Then-
with red eyes.
I'm going to
Shut 'em
hitch
here.
that one up with Carla.
Okay.
So the question is, who's riding on cart first?
I
We
guess
all know that Bach...
Hey,
Venti could do it.
If he just walked, he'll make there eventually. He's got a decent memory.
Get in the back.
Get in the back of the cart, Bogren.
I
Get
feel
coming
like
with-
I should probably be on a horse. I can
Get
scout
in the
ahead if
van.
need be.
Couldn't you just be a horse?
What?
He's not a
No,
druid.
I'm thinking of something else.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Thinking druid.
Yeah, I'm thinking of druid. Sorry, my mind.
But Bogren, it would be best if you got on the carriage.
Yeah,
I start
Bogren
taking
reluctantly
people's bags.
feeling
It's
kind
4
of
day
bad
on horseback.
that he's having to be accommodated in such a way. He feels like a bit of a burden as he just kind of gets in the car as he squeezes in. It looks like
It's a pretty sizable cart compared to like most of the other carts you've seen around the city, and yeah, he's having to kind of squeeze in a little bit. The like big ol' cover is kind of just like barely not touching his head, and he's just like squeezed in, and it's kind of cute.
Like Mr. Incredible in his little
like
car.
Dumbo.
No, closer to Mr. Incredible in his little car.
Bro, like my brother in his final drive test.
So,
First I gotta fix the car, now I gotta fix the table.
They should not have given him a Prius.
Totally wicked!
so
Man's got shoulders like a linebacker.
as you guys hitch up the horses, who is driving the cart?
I guess Venti could.
You know what? I
Bogren
think
is
you know
from
what
the
I
outside.
think
He's
we
got
should
both
do.
of his arms out, doing it, and his head sticking out. I'm sorry, I'm kidding.
I think we should all roll for it.
Well, I think Venti should probably just do it. Is Venti the one on the cart?
I mean, Venti's already said I don't mind doing it. He's already
Well, there's going
volunteering.
to be 3 people on the cart
Well, we're gonna-
regardless.
Well,
Well, we're gonna have to
Burke-
take
so,
shifts.
So Burke,
I'd vote me on a horse,
Burke said on a horse. Who else wants to ride a horse?
Just because I can scout ahead if need be.
I guess I'll ride a horse.
All right, Burke and Grimm are
Everyone
riding the horse.
who's-
Leopold and Venti are driving the cart.
Cool.
Can I roll an animal
Excuse
handling
me?
check to see if my horse
I'm
can
on a
tolerate
horse.
me?
I'm on a horse.
That's fair. That's fair.
And plus, there are 3 horses.
Grimm's,
So Grimm,
There are 2 horses that are
that are unhitched. Yes.
There are 2 horses that I bought that are unhitched.
Yes.
so there should technically be 2 horses available for people to ride on.
Mhm.
2 people
Yes.
on the cart, and Bogren in the actual like storage part of the cart.
Yeah. Yes.
So should I roll an animal handling check?
So
to see if the
I'll
horse-
say this, Grimm, as you're walking up to one of the horses, Leopold hops onto its back.
Really? What are we, fucking 2 years old?
What?
Is it? And Burke's on the other horse.
Yo.
Come on,
Alright.
Grimm. We needed to talk anyways. Might as well just talk while we're on the cart together.
Fine. At least I get to hang out with the strong one and the cool black one.
Hey yo. No.
It's shut the fuck up! You keep Race out of this!
Then stop mentioning it.
I didn't. You laughed at it.
I laugh at everything.
Just get
As
on.
you guys hop onto the cart and proceed to make your way out of the city for the first time in a long time for some of you. It's kind of that feeling of, what will this adventure have in store for us? What will this great path reveal? As we're going to end right there, as you exit Leados for the first time.
That's actually a really good place to call it, and I'm very satisfied with this way to close the session. You
As
didn't
am I.
actually hurt us.
Except
Thank
for-
you.
For real.
Except
Thank
It wasn't a freaking cliffhanger this time.
I know, right? That's why we're so happy.
you said I like the idea that you just said this feeling of what's coming next, and then you just cut to Grimm. It's all bullshit.
It's all
Just
bullshit.
jaded. Well, to be fair, he's been globetrotting, so it is kind of all bullshit to him.
Oh, bullshit. The world sucks. It's the same as here.
Man, this
Everything
is a
sucks.
Church is a
bullshit.
scam. Here's 95 reasons why.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a
for-
scam. Just
Uh,
like
You
those
couldn't cut
horses.
that down to 13.
I know, dude. The music goes hard.
Thank you, ladies and
13.
gentlemen, for
Tell me why.
for joining us and for allowing us to bring you through this first part of the adventure. And I wonder what's gonna happen next. As our
Gonna suck.
heroes,
He's gonna end on another cliffhanger.
as our heroes proceed to exit the city of Leados, I'm looking forward to their 4-day journey to the town of Teldrine.
Wait, I just thought of something incredible. We need to make like a theme song for this, and it's just Gilligan's Island.
God damn it.
Now sit right
No,
there.
bro,
we'll
I got
tell
a
the
better one.
tale. What?
It's the hat works in mysterious ways, but I want it that way.
I
had
want
wanted
it
that
that way.
The hat
Tell me
works
why it ain't
mysterious.
nothing but a
hat.
So
Nothing
guys,
but a hat.
thank
You
you.
could change it each time.
Thank you guys
Just
so
a
much.
bad hat day. Tell me
Tell me
why.
why.
Thank you guys so
I
much
just
for
wanna
joining this
fucking
absolute
say-
chaos.
Hat works in mysterious
ways.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. I am in great amounts of pain. And I hope
And remember. Oh wait.
I hope you all
Stay.
enjoyed.
Is it outro
Please
time?
think about donating to us, and Grim, if you will take us out.
Sing
I just want to hear you say,
Tell me what. Okay. Stay happy, stay hungry, stay healthy, and always remember
The hat works in mysterious ways.
And
Thank
9
you.
inches.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Or Daddy.
We'll see you next time, guys.
G-Daddy.
Bye.